Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tabletop Notch. We're very excited to be diving right back into where we left off, which was in the middle of a heist?
No,
Breakout?
we had
Escape?
already
I don't know what it
completed
is.
We were so
Only
safe.
fight scenes are in Ocean's 11.
A stupid scout.
A stupid
A
scout.
stupid scout. I like that.
Trademark.
I don't like it.
So we are right in the thick of it, but as always before, a little bit of housekeeping to take care of. Where shall we start this eve?
Point. If you're new to the show, I'll take this.
So many dudes.
I'll do it backwards. If you are new to the show and you're watching on Twitch live right now on Sunday night on a desktop, there's a lot of caveats to this feature. Get your cursor and hover over our stream right where these folks are pointing. Oh, I like this one tonight, guys. Good job. There's gonna be a little queue that appears, and it's gonna have like a list of all the upcoming things that are on the horizon. Probably for this episode, just things that are on the characters' immediate brains. Okay, now we're getting
After the
away.
TPK.
So feel free to utilize that if you're new or trying to get caught up quickly for tonight's episode. I have no segue.
Just a vague gesture. What did I talk about again? Oh, the podcast. Right. If you missed this episode, I did so well last week that I really phoned it in.
Yeah.
If you missed this epised, you can catch us in podcast form every Tuesday. We post it Tuesday morning. We're on all the podcast platforms. What do you roll?
15.
Nice. We're on all the podcast platforms: Spotify, Apple, Google, and all the other ones, which are equally valuable and excellent.
But we don't know their names.
But we don't know their names. We also rebroadcast every episode on YouTube, Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We're in the chat. It was super fun this past week. I was in charge of chat.
Dangerous. Never leave him in charge.
I wouldn't call it.
I was in charge.
I would say you were
I
in
was
chat.
the boss
No.
of chat. It's super fun.
Didn't like what the chat was saying, and he just shut it
And
down.
I turned the whole thing off.
Don't worry, he'll
Delete
never
the
be on
channel.
Someone was like, I don't know what Erland's motive. Delete, block, delete.
Overzealous ban hammer. Everybody gets banned.
It's fun. We hang out and chat. We rewatch the episode, and if you missed it, it's a great way to watch it and still feel a little bit live. If you want to check us out on social media, we're on social media at Tabletop Notch on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and coming soon, MySpace.
No, that's not. Don't
Friends.
don't
You
listen
had
to
to
anything
dig all
he
the way
says.
back to the 90s
Make a deception
for that
check.
record.
I started that joke without a punchline.
Tom from MySpace is my top friend.
But I hear there's another great place to hang out.
There's a link tree that has all that stuff, as well as an
Climb
invite.
our link tree.
Climb the branches of
Oh.
our link
Ooh.
tree.
Summit
Join us in the roughage.
Foliage?
Yes.
Canopy.
It's on the ground.
Join us in the canopy of Discord. We have lots of fun there. There's tons. We're adding people like literally every day. It's exponential growth. It's crazy.
The backwards cap made it look like you just boot and rallied.
Back. Speaking of which, we hit tier 3, the top tier of boosting.
I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to Chris B and Drashika, which I don't know why I say it like that.
Awesome.
That's what it looks like when I
man.
read it. But yeah, there's so many cool channels over there. People are talking about their own community homebrew stuff. They're talking about our season 1, season 2, and just meeting other cool people who enjoy the show. So
It's a good place if you're just getting started to catch up on lore quickly and
Yes,
without
me too.
the spoilers, because people are very nice.
Yes, people are very helpful if you have any questions or just want clarifications and stuff. Yeah, sometimes better than we are at recapping.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
We're just flying by the seat of our pants.
There's probably a link on the Discord to our merch shop.
Merch. Command merch in the chat will take you to our new Shopify store where we have hats, jackets, stickies, mugs, shirts. None of us are wearing them yet because it's just too hot. A hoodie.
It's
you
really
go.
hot.
And feel free to check that out. We also have a Patreon where we are in the process of doing our next biggest tier reward, which is going to be one of our homebrews set to beautiful.
Coming very soon. We're almost done with that.
Yeah, almost. I just have to proofread it 7 or 8 more times. Yes, there they are.
Ooh.
Set to beautiful D&D-like aesthetics. So keep an eye out for that as well. Boom. Oh, and also, I forgot to shout them out last week, but big thanks again always to Jeremiah and Dude, who do the timestamps on our YouTube. Your work is perfection. Thank you so much.
Incredibly helpful.
Do it for the show. So that's super
The love of the game.
For the love of the game. Booyah. Root rally.
The love of the game.
Oh,
And finally,
yes. Okay. All right. We're Hype Train 3, so here we
Oh,
go.
baby.
we're
Alright.
Discord level 3, we're Hype Train 3.
Level 5.
I can't wait to
Oh
find
my
you.
goodness.
Can't wait to find out what level 4 is. Crazy Locha gifted a sub to Moobot. Crazy Locha, I love it. Crazy Locha resubscribed. Yay. Wretched Troglodyte Man did 1 bit. Mr. Richard Clock, hello. Our other mod from another mother is resubscribed. Crazy Locha gifted another one. Mr. Jingleheimer did a bit. Crazy Locha gifted another one. Hopeful Optimus 5 bits. GF Powers 100 bits. Mr. Jingleheimer 100 bits. I love that I get to say that as many times as I do. Mars and Payne, 100 bits. Mr. Jingleheimer, 100 bits. That is very good. Evolving _ Thread, resubscribed. Welcome back. Crazy Locha gifted 2 more subs. Mr. Jingleheimer, 100 bits.
Oh
Boney
my
Jabroni, 100 bits. Snapping
Oh
over
my
1,000 bitterinos.
Oh, baby.
What? Captain Coral did 100 bits. Snapping Cobra gave out a community sub. Crazy Locha with 1,000 bitterinos. Crazy Locha, again, crazy with the 10 community subs. Jackrabbit Power with, oh my gosh, guys, what are you doing? Jackrabbit Power with 1,000 bits. Mr. Jingleheimer with 1,000 bits.
my gosh.
Retro Troglodyte Man with 1 bit. Crazy Locha gifted another sub.
God.
Helmer gave out a sub. Snapping Cobra did 100 bits. You guys! You're gonna break Jordan!
We guys like this show? Trying to get us to nod.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best. Kasage777 resubscribed. Welcome back. Retro Troglodyte Man 4 bits. JC 500 bits. Retro Troglodyte Man 4 bits. Crazy Locha gave us a sub. Racioppo Balto subscribed. Welcome. And then Snapping Cobra with 1 bit. Retro Troglodyte with 100 bits.
Thank you
Oh
all
my goodness.
so much. Wow, what a
I'm
marathon.
getting so
Jordan, everyone.
good.
Also,
Like
Riley
an
was
auctioneer.
doing the what's the meme
man.
where the guy's like, oh. That's what it looked like over
The guy
there.
listening to Adele or whatever.
Oh no, I was doing the isn't he like a wrestling
the
announcer?
WWE
Yeah,
guy?
the WWE guy.
Oh,
Man,
Vince McMahon.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Both are
That should be.
appropriate.
That's
Oh
the
my
new
God.
career I'm gonna pursue.
And Captain Coral with another 5 bits.
Thank you all
Take
so,
it to
so
the
much.
intro before
All right,
I
we're gonna
collapse.
throw it over to the intro. When we come back, we'll see what's up at the Broken Crown Outpost.
No.
Do a little recap. We'll dive back in.
Jordan's mouth a break.
No TP.
Here we go. All right. In Season 2, Chapter 6, Outpost Traumatic Stress. A volley of magical attacks against the recondite timber quickly revealed that the tree was capable of using our own power against us. But the arcane energy that it absorbed did prevent it from absorbing our trinkets that had sunk into the soil. Physical attacks, while safer, weren't wearing the tree down fast enough, so Erland and Safira focused on keeping our belongings safe and throwing out healing spirits, while the others doled out as much fire and necrotic damage as they could muster. With the recondite timber doing its best to keep us close with raging winds, the reflected spells packed quite a punch. But our willingness to endure the hits and end the fight quickly meant that none of our items had been lost for good, which was a tremendous relief to us all as we vacated the area and returned to the road. At this point, we were practically within spitting distance of the Free-Run River Bridge, but we also weren't the only ones looking to use it. Someone was coming our way on horseback with a torch in hand, and when they got close enough for us to make out the details of their uniform, we found that they bore the black and purple colors of the Broken Crown. Immediately, we suspected that this could be one of the bandits from the captured outpost, and we hatched a plan to ambush him. At the very least, we'd have one less person to contend with later on, and maybe we could squeeze a bit of information from him about what the bandits were looking for. With his back turned, Safira used her animus bow to great effect as she both hit her target and blocked the way forward in tortoise form. But the rider had some unexpected magic up his sleeve, pelting Erland with several unavoidable magic missiles that sent him tumbling to the ground. Sprinting back in the direction of the bridge, Graven and Orba cut off his escape route and knocked him from his horse. For a moment we thought we'd nabbed ourselves a prisoner, but similar to those devout few back at the Mycrawl den near Leopold's garrison, this man had no intention of cooperating. After firing off a few more shots, he used his last bit of energy to end his own life, leaving us only with some mysterious clues about what was going on at the outpost. Back-to-back fights had left us feeling a little spent, so we took a break to gather our strength. And from there it was time to finally get a look at this out-of-the-way operation that had vexed both Raymond Massif and Lieutenant Colonel Warber as to why it was the target of an attack. Just beyond the bridge, we followed a small path branching off from the main road that led us to a kind of narrow watchtower, its layout accurately predicted by the injured soldier that we'd met just after leaving Navikapura. Perhaps most importantly, the reinforced ivy was firmly in place on the back of the building, providing an alternate way into the living quarters on the second floor. After some initial scouting, we determined that an entirely stealth-based operation was not in the cards. Getting into the records room without being seen seemed virtually impossible, and rather than get discovered in a compromising position, we thought we could quietly pick off a few guards using Graven's ability to create a dome of silence. The first kill was clean, and after sneaking inside, we nearly took out a second without issue, but unfortunately a rogue arrow clattered against the stone outside of the silence spell's radius. Fearing that this might have alerted someone downstairs, we scrambled to decide on our next course of action, and ultimately headed for the staircase leading to the holding cells. If a larger conflict was about to break out, any bit of assistance that the prisoners could provide would be greatly appreciated. And as we counted down the seconds to what felt like the bandits' inevitable discovery of their dead companions, we wondered. Even if we could get the captured Broken Crown soldiers out of their cells, what were the odds that they'd actually stand and fight rather than just make a run for it? Assuming we could defeat the bandits, would we even be able to get a look at what they came to steal if the way inside was sealed shut? And without anyone else knowing, did Orba prevent a bridge from being burned down by shielding Graven from the insults about his family? We find out now on Season 2, Chapter 7 of A Peek Beneath the Veil.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
More sad than angry.
Oh, well, now I'm sad.
It's Graven.
You get to the edge of the staircase, and it's only curls around one time. So by the time all four of you have entered into the hallway, Graven the last, just at the threshold of the door, Erland is basically already partially around and can see up to the top level. The top floor of this outpost is the smallest, but the Broken Crown clearly didn't skimp on its construction. You can't imagine that nowadays these holding cells are used particularly often, but because at one point they may have harbored prisoners of war waiting to be transported, the bars are thick, and the cells are sectioned off so that no detainees can use their combined strength to make an escape attempt. What few windows there are have been grated off, though the metal has been compromised in one empty cell in the back corner, the one that you assume that your friend had escaped through. Lying across cots or leaning up against walls are a few bedraggled men and women, wearing little more than undergarments, not in poor health, but certainly not a picture of it either. Most have suffered some superficial injuries that look on the mend rather than freshly acquired, bruises, black eyes, small cuts that have since been bandaged. It looks like there's 4 prisoners left after Bergen's escape. Bergen, the man that you met on the road. A thin human man of about 20, an elven woman with several ear piercings, a burly middle-aged human man with kind of reddish beard, and a dwarven man, probably in his 30s, with a tattooed covered neck. They're all asleep except for the man with the reddish beard, whose eyes are drooping as he leans against the wall and kind of stares drowsily out the window. He's clearly very tired, maybe just woke up or hasn't been able to sleep, his mind racing. So he's leaning against the wall, looking sort of far off out the window, and the rest of them are asleep as far as you can tell as you kind of tiptoe to the edge of the staircase there.
Close the door.
I guess. What?
Graven's in the back.
Oh, okay.
Quietly.
Erland's gonna quickly try and run up the stairs with his hand out to the guy who's awake. Shh, 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 shh.
Oh,
Shut up. Shh, 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 shh.
how did you get here?
Doesn't matter. Are you able to fight?
Was it Bergen?
Shh. Yes.
Did he find you on
Yes,
his way
shut
south?
up. They're coming. They don't know we're here.
Keys. Where are the keys?
Jack. Where's Jack?
No, not that key. The keys to the cells.
The key. Where are the keys? Who has the keys to the cells?
We used to keep keys on that rack over there. He points to a rack on the wall. It's empty. Obviously, they snatched them up when they locked us in. I doubt they'd have them lying around, but one of the bandits might have it on their person.
How many are there?
10, 12, I don't have an exact number. All right. I'd guess they started between 10 and 12, like I said.
How many did you see use magic?
I don't know. Some of them.
More than
3, 4. It happened real fucking fast.
All right. All right. All right.
Is there any way any of it was an illusion that their numbers were?
And at this point, you hear some kind of stirring. People kind of just hearing the quiet conversation. And the man that you're speaking to can reach through the bars to the younger man that's in the cell next to him. And as that younger one is kind of lifting his head, he puts his hand over his mouth and,
Jack, this is extremely important. Did you take the key?
the man lets his hand.
Did you take the key from your chest? Do you have it on you?
No.
Jack,
What?
Jack, the key from your chest. Bergen told us about it.
I can hear you. I don't have it.
Okay,
We don't care about that anymore.
look, the
What
best
the
bet.
fuck is going on?
We're here to
trying
rescue
to
you.
rescue you. Look, Raven, I think the best bet as far as getting them out if we can't find this key is going to be to bend the fucking bars. Can we do
To
that?
be up here by now. No, I can't bend the bar.
All right,
Can
can we
you
just
fight?
have to get in and we have to corner ourselves here?
Can you fight? If you are free, can you fight?
Yeah, I can fight fine, but
Okay.
I can't get out.
I'm gonna
Right,
I'm
we
gonna
understand.
take out how many of them are there? 4?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out some darts and I'm gonna go, do you know how to throw these?
Yeah, pointy end goes forward.
Great. I'm gonna give him 5 darts.
Dude, what do the locks look like on these things?
It's like, it's like a flat 2-tiered metal part. It's like a big key lock. I mean,
Do they?
the bars are thick.
Okay, I
Does what-
have a bunch of. I'm so sorry. I have a bunch of keys in my bag. Can I start taking keys out of my bag and seeing if anything kind of is adjacent to these locks to pick it?
You
I'm
can.
not
That
trying to
won't be
find-
quiet. That's like click, 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 metal on metal, but you can.
Okay, I'm gonna try to quietly take the keys out for now to sort of show the group. It's gonna make noise, but I
Why
could
would
try
those
to pick
never work?
because it.
Wait. That satchel over there. He points to a little bag. That's kind of where that rack was where he first pointed at the keys. There's a bag kind of at the base in the corner of the room. We managed to kill one of the bandits during the attack, and they put his belongings there. See, if I'm not mistaken, he had a bracer.
Rifling through it
Okay,
right away.
as he's talking, you find it immediately. There's a bracer with a crystal inlaid into it. Spellcasting focus. In case you needed it, maybe you've seen someone with the same thing.
Yes.
Now look, I know a pittance of magic. Nothing that'll break these bars down. But if something goes sideways and one of the bandits comes in,
I'll throw it to him.
he puts it on.
Are you better with the darts or with the magic wielding?
Magic's more powerful than darts.
Great, give me the darts back. So I'm gonna hand out.
And now a couple of everyone's awake, sort of drowsily
gonna
at this
give-
point.
I'm
There's a
gonna
little bit of frenetic energy in the room.
Five to each of them.
Okay, they kind of
Alright.
collect them.
Focus your attacks on single individuals. Take our lead as to who you're throwing at first. All right, everyone?
Other than
On me.
Other than the magic guy, there's the young guy who looks the most like if you put a sword or something in his hand that he would be.
So besides the young guy and the one with the magic, there's the elven woman and the dwarven man, and they're soldiers of the Broken Crown.
Yeah.
They look equally capable. They both look like they could fight.
Can I take a look at each of the 4 locks and see if there's one that's just a little more rusted, a little more?
Nice.
Give me an investigation check.
Nice.
Question as he does that. Would I be able to? I have minor alchemy where I can change. Do these look like iron bars?
It could be steel. It's hard to tell.
Because I can transmute iron into like wood or something that's a little easier to break or burn.
Go ahead and read the thing on that.
Okay, you can temporarily alter the physical properties of a non-magical object, changing it from one substance into another. One object composed of entirely wood, stone, iron, copper, silver can be transformed into a different one of those materials. Each 10 minutes you spend, that's the bad part, performing the procedure, you can transform up to 1 cubic foot.
I mean, yes,
I'm not doing
possibly.
anything else, I may as well
That's
try.
not much. Like 1 cubic foot in terms of these thick bars, you would have to do that several times before you'd even have an opening big enough to get through.
What I was thinking about doing is if the lock, what kind of lock is it? Is it like an internal lock or is it a padlock?
It is an internal lock, yes. Like
if
it's built
I-
into the
It's
door.
built into the door.
So if I were to
It's not like a padlock.
so if I were to transmute that portion of it, like say we turned it to wood, could we smash it a little easier?
Possibly, the lock is going to be multiple pieces of things. Remember, it's not like
Okay.
one object.
Got it.
So yeah, so you could turn part of it, and there might still be like an iron bolt that's keeping it shut. Like that's a complex multiple object,
Okay.
multiple piece thing.
And then if the dwarven man, since he's probably the smallest in size, if I took a foot of the
broad, yeah.
bar, like out of
That's what I was
the
saying. If
equation.
you're doing like a foot at a time, you'd have to do that a couple times before
Even to
there
get
was
him?
before there was a big enough hole to get through.
Okay.
A couple times. I mean, maybe 2-3 times before
don't know.
there's a big enough hole to do
have
that.
time for that.
And sorry, yeah, I was imagining more a padlock situation. This is a lock built into a door.
Yes.
So if I'm hitting something with my mace, I'm just hitting door.
Yeah, you'd be hoping that you break something loose. It's not like if the lock is off, you don't hold it in your hand. It's
Right.
literally built into the cell doors.
Well, I got a 10 on that investigation of those logs.
Okay, as far as you can tell, all of them not only relatively the same, they're all in pretty good condition. I mean, they keep the place, it's not a forgotten place that nobody's used in a long time. Why did you want the key?
Bergen told us about the key that you have that perhaps unlocks the area
We're
downstairs.
trying to figure out what they want down there.
What would it mean that they need to solve a lock down there?
I don't know.
You had a
You
key.
were the records room keeper, right?
Yeah, it's my job to clean the records room from time to time. And I've browsed through some of the books out of boredom, but it's names and numbers, invoices for supplies, BC contracts that were paid out, lists of soldiers.
Any names you recognize, big names.
There's a shitload of names.
Some
in there.
other hidden
Okay.
area, a hidden door or room, something with a different lock other than a key.
There's nothing down there. But I don't know what to tell you beyond the fact that it was my least fucking favorite place to clean. Dust gathers down there like you wouldn't believe.
Where are you heading now?
Oh, sorry. What do you mean? Where is there no
Yeah,
dust?
where is the? I was just going to ask the same question. Is there anywhere that doesn't have dust?
No, it gathers. I'm saying there's a shitload of dust.
No, I know,
Dust.
but is there any place where it doesn't gather?
No, there's just a fucking mirror that's just dirty all the fucking time, no matter how many times I.
A mirror.
Yeah, there's paintings and mirrors on the walls.
All right, that means something. I'm gonna kind of head back down a little bit to start listening, not at the door, but at the top
Give
of
me
the
a perception
stairs.
check.
10.
10. The only thing that you can hear, and you feel like you'd be able to tell if it was on the second floor because it's not that far away, is like some quiet conversation. You can't make out what it is,
Two
but it
people,
doesn't
three
sound.
people?
What?
2 or 3 people.
Yeah, not like a crowd,
Yeah.
but multiple people back and forth having
Yeah.
a conversation. Yeah.
And
From
it
which
doesn't
floor,
sound
sorry?
like it's on the second.
It sounds like it's further away than the second floor. Like if it was on the second, you feel like you'd be able to make out more of it.
Look, we have to block ourselves in
You
here.
said that they're coming. Are they coming now? What the fuck is going on?
We've killed 2 of them already.
They are coming
There's
now.
only a matter of time before they find out.
So what then?
So,
We're going to try, I think our best bet
is to pick them off one
is
by
to
one.
pick them off one by one if they come upstairs, quietly and quickly.
As they come upstairs.
So you're gonna wait all the way up here, you're not?
Yes, I think so.
Did you have a more strategic location?
No, you said you killed a couple already, right?
Yes.
We did too.
So are they gonna find those?
Probably, yes. How many men are there, do you know?
Like I said, it's probably a dozen, maybe less. But what I'm saying is, if your plan is to pick off one or two at a time, you don't want them to discover a dead body. They discover one dead body, they send fucking everybody.
We need to get back down into that room. That's the quarters, the living quarters that are not the main area.
All right.
The second room. We need to get down in there and hide now.
And hide in the...
Hi.
If they hear something, they might come up one at a time. But if they find a dead body, they'll send fucking everybody.
That dead body needs to be brought up here.
Okay,
All right. Erland's gonna go down quietly.
Okay, you see him kind of tightening the strap on his.
Erland's going down
gauntlet,
quietly.
or not
Gonna-
gauntlet, greave.
Should we stay here?
Listen closely at the door.
Okay, give me a perception check.
I'd
Yeah,
rather
you can
go
be
down,
with
yeah.
Erland.
I mean,
15.
Maybe we should stay back just in case they're already here.
Safira and Orba, just before I.
Oh, am I making a roll?
Yeah, for perception. Yeah, at the door there. Yeah.
14.
15. Just before we pivot to that, what are you guys doing?
I want to hang back, I think.
He sort of sees you guys hesitating at the top there.
You don't think they might need your help?
Just with one body? Okay, fine.
I may have an idea as well. I might want to go down.
Alright, let's go.
All I'm saying is, they haven't killed us this long, so
I know.
if they come up, I'll hide this.
Okay, please do.
Puts it behind his back there and like leans against the wall. It's not much,
Good
but.
spot. Good spot. Okay.
Okay, so
Quietly.
you listen at the door first. Again, hear some voices. You're pretty confident now that it's definitely a floor down. It's definitely not on the second floor. Without opening the door and maybe tiptoeing over to the staircase, it's going to be hard to pick up, conversation.
I'm gonna very quietly open the door.
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
18.
18.
Sorry, 19.
Door swings open again. Once again, you see the messy room in front of you, the beds strewn about, sheets, pillows, covers.
I'm gonna creep over to where we hid the guy, and I'm gonna take a moment to pause.
With him.
Sure.
I'm gonna take a moment and pause and try and listen to hear if I can hear anything.
We'll lump this in with your other perception check. You listen, and there is a conversation happening between. You only hear two voices. There could be someone else sitting with them. You don't know, but you hear two voices talking back and forth.
I'm fucking exhausted. Look, I know, me too. We're pushing hard because we're close. We keep up this pace, we should be through by the afternoon. Then you can take a nice long nap. That blisters on my palms are fucking burning. Maybe I could ask Grolvig to switch with me. I don't mind staying awake, but holding a bow instead of a pickaxe for a while would do wonders for my morale. You could certainly ask him. He does get bored up there. Not long ago, I think I heard him rolling dice or something. There was some clicking on the stone. Whatever it takes to keep your mind occupied, I guess. All right, look. I'm heading back down. Take a moment. Take a breath. Think how far we've come. This is the next big step. Now, when you're ready, you come on back or get Grolvig to swap with you. Just don't let Zamir come up and catch you sleeping, eh? And you hear someone, like a chair, moving, and then some footsteps on the bottom floor.
Samir.
So only one set of
Grolvig.
footsteps is what you heard. So one of those two people is maybe still sitting, or it sounds, based on the amount of volume, that they're pretty close to the bottom of this staircase that you're close to.
So prioritizing sound rather than speed.
Yes.
Now.
Getting with
We
Graven.
have 4 hands opening the thing back up.
Okay, give me stealth check, both of you.
Oh,
What?
I thought I rolled stealth on getting over to it. I see. I see. I see.
To give a listen.
I'm sorry, I thought I didn't have to.
I thought I rolled a stealth already for this. Sorry, 9.
11.
9 and 11. You guys start to move to it, and because you guys jammed him in there pretty good,
No.
as it's like opening, it's like catching on limbs, and it's making like a just a little bit of a groan. Like if you pull this thing open, there might be some jostling and noise. You get a little bit of the ways.
Oh,
You have to decide whether or not to open it.
Back down.
Oh no.
Pick up the whole thing and take it up.
Pick up the whole fucking thing.
Graven and I will pick up the whole box. I'll bend down to pick up the whole thing.
And then bring it back down after you take
Can
it.
I kind of run up to try to like quietly support?
Are you all going to pick up the trunk?
We'll try it slowly.
Yes.
Everyone kind of gets into a nice squat, puts their hands down. It's part of the floor.
No!
God damn it.
It looks like the whole bed and chest is one unit. Like they're not separate. This is like a sort of uniform barracks that has been constructed for this.
Can I take my cloak off and try to cover the hinges with, like, the thing that's making the sound to try to muffle the sound, maybe?
You could. The sound was coming from like more than just the hinges. It's like he's caught on parts of it because he's jammed in that box.
Well, if I'm
so
helping them,
fully.
can I carefully with his limbs, like,
This is.
try to hold him so that he
Perhaps
doesn't
if
do
you're
that?
gonna go for it, you heard the noise when it opened. You can give it another go if you want, but you've already heard that it makes some noise when you try to adjust it.
Can you spend 10 minutes to cast silence?
Sit back.
Okay.
If you come up with something else, let me know.
And I'm gonna.
I'll try to cast it with the bottom of the sphere kind of right where the...
Okay.
So that it goes
We
like
need
up.
to find a hiding place in case they look in here.
I think what I'm going to try to do is get a look at this guy that's stuffed in this trunk, and I'm going to disguise myself and hang out where he hangs out.
Okay.
That way, when people one by one
If
check
you
in
do
on him-
that, say as little as you
Well,
possibly
yeah,
can.
Obviously, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But no, I think just having somebody there alleviates any possible red flags right away. So if,
That's a good idea. if you're doing that, I want an eye on you, right?
well, no, I hope somebody's gonna come and kill the dude before I have to speak.
Well, yes.
Erland, who's over at the staircase, you hear like another chair moving. Someone getting up out of a chair, like a little bit of just wooden clatter. Shit. Grovig.
Is that the call?
Hear a couple footsteps. Is that you, Grovig?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I could use a break if you've got a moment. You know, just a bit of time off. Make a deception check.
God.
19.
So mad that
All right. Well, look, I've got about 5-10 more on my shift minutes, and then I'm gonna come up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You sure I can't convince you otherwise? All right.
Still doing my thing.
A little bit of time. What are you doing while Graven is prepping this?
So if the trunk was open, do I see the guy's face? Like, can I get a good look at him before they take him out of it?
Are you opening the trunk?
Are you done? No.
Well, I guess
I'm not
did
done
the
yet.
sound originate more from them like trying to get him out of it, or just opening the chest?
Like opening the chest, like both. Like he's just stuffed in there so tight that any like movement of the box is just causing like shuffling, like a little bit of creaking. Like it's just because it's just so packed.
Okay.
I mean,
I
once
guess
he casts the silence, presumably it won't make
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna wait so that I can get a better look at the guy, and I'm gonna get ready to disguise myself as him.
A little more time passes.
Okay, so the plan is to lure them up, looking like this guy, and then I attack them?
Yeah, we ambush. Yeah.
Okay, right.
I could even cast a spell, the alarm spell that I just learned, at like the base of the stairs. So whenever somebody passes by it, I get a little,
Oh,
alert. Like
right. That's a great idea.
in my head.
Yes. Yes, okay, and say nothing. Maybe not even the grunting.
No, I can't do that.
Good
That was very
grunting.
good. I
Very
can't do
good.
that. Yeah.
Okay, be safe.
Yeah.
So if you wait for Graven to finish, it takes a little bit of time. That guy at the base of the stairs that said, I'm done in about 10, well, this is like about maybe 7 minutes, so you only have a couple more minutes when he supposedly might be coming back. So Graven finishes it up,
I snap open immediately, like lunge.
Yeah,
And
helping Graven.
Open.
opens without a sound,
Orba's gonna take a look.
Pull him out.
takes a moment to kind of
So,
Try and hold him up. Do my best to like hold him up.
do so. You give it as good a look as you can.
Okay.
Orba's gonna cast disguise self.
Great.
I'm gonna use this moment to like rifle to see if there's keys on him or anything.
Give me an investigation check.
Come on.
You can put it down now.
2.
No,
Two.
I got him.
Certainly don't find anything
Jesus.
with this person.
I'm gonna with Graven.
Go towards
Carry
the
him up.
stairs. Yeah.
Okay, you guys start to head towards the stairs. What are you doing during this time?
Orba's
Oh,
gonna.
do you have his bow? When you cast Disguise Self, do you also get the weapon on them or something like that?
No.
No.
Sort of putting his bow off of him as I carry it so Orba can hold it.
We've got a few feet of silence as we're going towards the door.
Yep.
There.
And then Orba's gonna just peek just ever so slowly around the corner, going down the stairs.
You're peeking down the stairs?
Yeah, just in that.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Like down to the first floor.
Yeah, to the
Okay.
first floor. 17.
17. Okay. Safira during this time?
I'm just gonna keep a look, I guess, sort of on the doorway to make sure that I don't see anyone coming through. And
So
listen,
Erland
Which doorway? Sorry,
I'm looking in the
The down.
here
Yeah.
or there?
Great.
there.
Great.
That one.
Erland and Graven get over to the door, and they have to kind of shift a little bit to get at the door, open it up while they're carrying the body. And just as that is happening, Orba, who's sort of keeping an eye on the staircase there, Grovig, look, I really need you to switch. I'm gonna collapse, mate. I'm coming up.
Orba's gonna quickly cast. She's gonna like look, like if the stairway's just like a closed space, like halfway up the stairs,
Okay.
and just, and she's gonna cast alarm. So it's a mental like alarm.
Okay.
In her brain, and she's gonna go to the window where he was, and she's gonna
I'm gonna
look like she's sleeping.
I'm gonna
Okay.
try and get Safira's eye.
Casting time is 1 minute on alarm.
Oh shit, you're right. I'm not doing that. I'm out of here.
I'm gesturing to Safira to come with us
Okay, I'll move back.
Okay.
And
you guys
coming
get
with us
into
up
the
the stairs.
stairwell. Okay.
and close the door when we're through.
I hate leaving her there.
I know.
Guy gets up to the top of the stairs and you can see he's like rubbing his eyes. It's a human man, maybe in his sort of mid-40s. He has kind of like stubbly facial hair that looks like they've been kind of cooped up in this place. Not that it's sort of intentional facial hair, but that they've, been hard at work here at this outpost for a while. He's rubbing his face back and forth. Look, I'm sorry, but they're asking for you downstairs. I gotta take this shift, eh?
She's like out cold, looking outward over the thing. She's pretending to sleep.
Hey, reaches out, shakes you.
No.
You stay asleep. Downstairs.
She'll like take off the bow, I guess, and just.
Can't be falling asleep on your fucking shift.
She's gonna like kind of almost a little dismissively like hold up a hand and start going down the stairs. Guys!
Hey, who's outside at the moment? Who's on patrol? Who's on fucking patrol?
Grunt and start heading down the stairs.
Hey!
Okay.
Takes
we
another
hear
step
that
toward you.
through
Yeah.
the
You guys are
door?
halfway up the staircase with the body. Yeah,
I'm
you're
putting
almost
the body,
at the
I'm
top
putting
of
the body down quietly. And Erland's fuck it. All right,
Yeah.
Erland's putting the body down. I'm gonna try and get the door open quietly.
Give me a stealth check.
What direction's he facing? I guess I don't know yet.
You don't know.
13.
13 makes a little bit of noise, but you mostly swing it open.
What
pretty
direction is he
quietly.
facing?
He looks like he's facing down the stairs. Here, let me bring up both.
Yeah.
This. He is facing down the stairs, and Orba's like,
dude.
down a
Guys, we're
step
gonna
there.
do
on the
something.
stairs.
Well, we couldn't when it was too
hide the
soon.
body,
We
yeah.
were trying to hide the body first.
Okay, I'm gonna try and. Am I in his peripheral? Do you think?
Yes, definitely. If you step into the living quarters, absolutely. Yeah.
Orba's gonna keep going down the stairs.
Yeah. He takes another
Erland's
step.
gonna wait a sec just to see if he follows her down the stairs a
Well,
little bit.
Takes another step.
Yeah, I'm
Is-
gonna go ahead and ready an action to
the
attack him.
the silence
Okay.
is still right around here, right? If we put him
Yep.
in here, the silence probably encompasses the bottom of the stairs here
Yeah.
and Erland.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Has he cleared the living room area yet?
Not yet. He's reaching out to grab Orba's shoulder.
I'm still
You
going
take
down
another
the stairs.
step. He's gonna lunge forward, and he's still not all the way down the stairs. He's gonna lunge forward to grab her. You trying to avoid it?
Yeah,
Give
sure.
me a contested athletics check here.
Oh, great. Here we go, Norba.
13.
Minus 112. God damn it.
Orba kind of just lunges forward a little bit, trying to not make it conspicuous, but he just has a little extra reach, and he grabs the side of your armor, of your shoulder there, and not only that, he grabs, expecting to feel kind of leather
Yeah.
armor, and it's soft in his hand like cloth.
As soon as I see him lunge forward, I'm sprinting full speed towards him.
Okay, give me.
I'm gonna go ahead and loose an arrow.
Okay, give me. This is not a surprise round, so give me initiative rolls here.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Oh, 4. That's really bad.
Initiative. All right. 20 to 25.
As bad as it could
15 to 19.
16.
Okay.
Oh, that's huge.
10 to 14.
11.
11 for this guy. 10 for Orba. 5 to 9.
8.
Just realized not even.
Raven. All right, Safira.
4.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. What's this dude's name? I guess.
Just bandit.
Bandit. All right.
Softy? Is that his name? Softy McGee.
It goes Erland, Bandit,
Bandit.
Orba, Graven, Safira.
Softy McFour hit points.
Softy McFour hit points.
Okay, lunges out. So
not a
you
good
are
hold.
grappled right now. So because he reached out and grabbed, and as soon as he felt the softness of the cloak, he like tightened his grip and grabbed at the other hand. So you're not restrained, but you are currently grappled by him.
Okay, and what kind of armor is he wearing?
Leather armor. They pretty much all have the same kind of leather armor that you've seen so far.
Got it. Thank you.
You gotta stun him, baby.
That's the
No, he's grappled. I don't know if I have to think about
That's the plan.
I'm gonna dome that mug. you better stun him. I'm gonna dome him.
Oh, all
So,
right.
In addition to the sort of grab and stuff, take note of the fact that he screamed like "Hey" a couple of times. So noise has been echoing throughout. You don't hear anyone else approaching yet, but you know that noise is out there. Go ahead.
Going as fast as I can through the area of silence, I'm nunchaku attack.
Okay, give me an attack.
I was on my inventory page. I gotta get the. Okay, here we go. 10 to hit.
That misses. Hits the side of the wall there. He's holding onto Orba and he kind of ducks down.
Second attack.
The fuck?
There we go. 22 to hit.
That hits.
Shut up, guy. My guy, shut up.
Shut up, my dude. So that does 6 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and
I'm not gonna get to him.
a
I might.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
It's just gonna be loud.
19.
Fuck.
That saves. So that uses the key point, I believe.
It does. Yep.
Does.
Okay, I am then going to,
I should have let him. So stupid.
as a, we have to make sure. I'm going to use the rest of my key points here. I'm going to use Flurry of Blows as a bonus action.
Okay.
25 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning damage. Okay.
And let's do another Constitution saving throw first, please.
7.
That fails, so he is stunned.
Okay, yes.
All right.
Also, he needs to.
I hate this.
None of this matters.
Yeah.
Because I also
Camera a little bit. Just
if-
the
Oh yeah.
top
Sorry, I
portion
didn't realize you had it on.
Yep.
he has to. It's already advantage, so there's no point in that. He's already stunned. There's no point in that. If I push him 15 feet, can I try and inflict extra damage against the wall he's against?
No, the push doesn't.
Doesn't. Okay, then none of this
Can you move the door?
matters, and Safira's coming up, so I don't want to do that. All right, he can't take a reaction until my next turn.
Okay.
And I get one more attack here still.
Okay.
And that's with advantage because he's
Yep.
stunned, right? Dirty 20 to hit,
That hits.
Nice.
and that is 5 bludgeoning damage.
Right.
Okay.
And he is stunned.
And so at this point, he gets stunned, and you can feel his hands kind of just loose. He's still gripping on you because it just kind of tightened, but you can tell that he can't adjust to keep you from wriggling away. So you
Okay.
You're out of
Keep
Like
points.
that.
points. Not
It is
what?
now the bandit's turn.
Okay.
If you're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
I mean, he's sort of.
I'm gonna take a. I guess if I have extra movement, I'll take a step just to here, so I can get a better look down the stairwell.
Okay. End of the bandit's turn.
Okay, it's Orba. So, quick question about stun. Can you force his movement
You would grapple him,
Uh-huh.
and you would have advantage on that.
Okay.
Um,
And the cone, is that within like 15 feet, I guess? For me to like move him?
yeah.
Okay. Not the cone, sorry, the silence. Yeah, okay, Orba's gonna try and, with all of her might, just wrap her arms and bear hug this guy at like his thinnest part and drag him into the silence.
Okay, give me a contested, but he has disadvantage on his
Contested what?
athletics.
Okay.
6.
Natural 20.
Or but
There we
he
go.
lifts up her shoulder and sort of smacks down the hands that were holding her, and then wraps her arms around him.
Yeah.
My boy!
Yeah, she feels like she fucked up pretty bad.
You
so
pull
she-
him into the silence there. There's sort of a weird kind of moaning as he's being pulled, and then
It's not sad.
the silence washes over as he gets pulled into the room.
Okay. Do I have any time to just quickly pat him down to see if there's a key?
Not in addition to.
Okay.
Yeah, another physical. You could look, but another physical action would take another action.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give him a glance and see if I see anything in his
You don't see
anything.
anything.
Okay. That's
Okay.
it. Graven, then Safira.
Is he within 30 feet of me now?
Yeah.
Nice.
On taking the mace off my belt and just right at the
Running.
Actually, can I do two-handed in that? Does that give me any?
It is not a versatile weapon, so it.
All right.
Yeah.
So one-handed's fine. I'm just gonna
Yep.
brain him if I can.
Great.
here.
Give me an attack roll with advantage.
Yes. Okay.
Come on, Graven. Gravy baby.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Natural
Roll
20.
for damage.
So
Yes.
that's
Eat 'em.
1d6 plus 2. 10, 12 bludgeoning.
Roll
Oh.
bludgeoning. Sort of stunned there in Orba's arms. Orba like leans back as Graven comes in for the hit, and with a kind of wet thud, it just and you pull the mace back, and there's just like blood creeping down his face. And Orba can feel there, like even when he's stunned, there's like a little bit of resistance, and then you just feel the like relaxing of the body.
Ready?
First of all,
I'm not gonna fire.
cool. Second of all, I'm gonna roll my d10 now.
Yes.
Because I just killed someone with Volrock for the first time. Yes.
So as he rolls the 10, go ahead.
If I roll a 10, I get a level 1 spell slot back.
Like,
The mace has the ability to sort of absorb an essence and recharge your spell slots.
It's a 1.
No!
I got excited for a
I
second.
thought, yeah, my brain went like, a 1's a 10.
You lose a spell slot.
Volrock.
Bullrock, you little
Hey.
bitch.
The magical energy of the mace kind of swirls about and then dissipates.
Holding it like, yes.
But he is
He's toast. Okay.
Gonna point to Orba and say, direct her back to the Poe. You still look like a guy, right?
I guess, is there like any, is there any blood on my, I'm in the silence.
You can't.
I'll step out, I'll step toward Erland.
Picking up this body, and I'm gonna go towards
Can
where
I,
the other
can
body
I
is.
kind of like.
Erland, you're
check
not
her?
in the silence.
Oh, okay.
Orba is, and you can hear some like conversation happening,
Yeah, I'm coming.
footsteps.
Any blood?
How does Orba look?
Rolvig! She looks fine. She wasn't injured.
I don't have
there's
blood
no-
on my face because I was holding a guy when he bashed
Oh,
his head in.
some flex, very imperceptible.
Okay.
You look fine. Just, I think you're gonna have to say
No,
something.
no one can speak to each
Couple
other
pairs
right
of
now, 'cause
footsteps.
There's still silence.
Rolvig!
Right, that's right.
What's going on up there?
Graven is gonna.
Is Clement up there with you?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Oh no, Clement's not up there, is he?
I'm walking towards. Okay, walking towards
just
Erland.
go
to get
into
just
the
to edge-
silence?
No,
Yeah,
no,
to the
no.
edge of the
I'm
silence, so I
Wondering
can.
if they may be
Yep.
asked about.
It did not work last time. We need to get upstairs now.
Erland's gonna.
Just fine. Put him in the cone. What are we doing?
What are you doing?
Erland's looking at Orba. It's just like, are you in place now?
Should stay in the silence. Go back.
No. Orba's going to be standing in the silence,
Okay.
but like leaving like 5 feet behind her. So if somebody comes up behind her, they have to enter the silence to like put a hand on the shoulder or anything. Like
Oh,
have her
good
back
call, good
facing.
call, good call, good call.
So like on the
Good
like
call.
here.
Where is the perimeter of this silence here?
So it's 20
Sorry.
feet.
It's bigger than this, but approximately like this.
Right, so she doesn't want to be on the edge of it. She wants, like, say if there's somebody behind her, she wants 5 feet of silence behind her, so if somebody comes to touch her.
I
They
think
have
you
to
mean
enter.
you're here, right? Is that
No,
what you
she
mean?
wants 5
No,
feet of
I want
silence
to be
on the
in
staircase
the
side.
In the silence.
And she's gonna point to Erland. There's like a little, I guess there isn't really like a space for him to hide. Hide.
Give me a perception check.
I'm dragging this body into this stairwell here.
Okay.
18.
18. As Erland is stepping into the silence, you see someone like peeked out into the staircase and then backed right back up.
No.
Was I in sight?
Maybe like they might have caught your foot or something. You wouldn't have been able to see if that, you know.
Oh God.
Oh, you might have seen my
Wouldn't-
foot though, but they might. It wouldn't have been like that's definitely not Grelvig.
Maybe.
Hard to say. Great. Erland's gonna move very quickly to sort of where Orba was pointing. I guess like in the threshold of the door, sort of gesture to Graven, to sort of like.
I'm gonna help. I'm gonna
There's
help
two bodies there now. Yeah.
him by moving the
There's
other.
2 bodies. Okay. You
bodies
hear
up.
some footsteps on the stairs.
Erland is hiding around the corner, and I'm gonna gesture, gesturing at both of them.
Some more footsteps.
Do we get to even this corner here?
Sure. Yes. I mean, you
putting
dragged
it-
one of the
I'm
bodies.
putting
Yeah,
it down
I'm putting it
there
down
and
too.
coming
Because I
back
wanna. Me too. And
to
I wanna.
right about
We'll
here.
say
Yep.
2.
This is some payday shit right now.
Really is.
Get out of here.
Okay, so we killed Clement. We also killed Grelvig.
Rip.
We hardly knew you. I'm already
Grelvig,
finished
we
this water
hardly
bottle.
knew.
My key points, guys.
Hydrate.
is
Hydrate. Hydrate. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna
That
do.
is
With
not good.
Dude, we didn't really address this last time, but if I'm outside of silence and I cast Toll the Dead inside of it,
that works. Because
That
that's why you
works.
killed that guy.
Yeah, it works. That's
because
what
it doesn't say anything about him being able to hear me on the spell.
No. Yeah.
So even if within the silence it's just like a
Yeah, vibration. Yeah,
vibration?
it does.
Okay.
You have to be able to speak. You have to make a verbal component, but
Right.
he does not. It only says a creature that you can see. So the bell sound fills the air, and even if you can't hear it, there is
It's
a
like-
bell sound filling the air. Yeah.
right. Got it. Okay.
So
kill him.
he doesn't have to hear it to be hurt by
Got
it.
it.
Yeah.
So if we're outside of it here, and if I see somebody, I can cast it on.
Imagine you nullify your own spell.
Okay.
Uh,
Who's positioning themselves where? You hear a little more quiet foot. There's clearly like
I'm gonna
slowly creeping up the staircase.
Position myself next to Graven.
Can I be a little closer? Can I be like in the threshold, sort of one spot to my right there?
Like here?
No, sorry, to this way.
This way?
Is this spot available?
between Graven and the cone.
So that I can literally step out and get someone basically in contact with Orba?
Yep. Are you staying inside the
Yes,
there around
so
the corner?
Orba's gonna, like, she has the bow from the guy, just, like, kind of in her hand, but in her right hand, she's gonna have a dagger. She has a dagger just
Okay.
on her person, so she's gonna have a dagger ready.
Okay. And Safira, where would you like to be?
Sort of next to Graven, so that I can put myself ready for.
Okay. Okay.
Find out
Everyone
how
in the
much
position that they want?
Dagger.
I mean,
Okay.
That I
I
want?
mean, was this ideal?
One person, Orba, no, she's in the silence. You guys can hear a couple more footsteps on the stone. They're all vague.
Safira, maybe you should go around the corner into that room so you have a straight shot.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna
And
hold where
someone
I
comes
am.
out of this point.
Yep.
Around the corner. They have their bow drawn. And you're facing away,
Back
right?
is
Yep.
turned, yeah.
They're all vague.
She's gonna be, like, looking down, fiddling with the bow.
Kind of looks around. He's going to make a perception check here.
Okay.
Holds his bow steady. And he kind of looks you over. Seems for a moment to think that it's someone that he recognizes. And the bow goes slack a little bit. And then he notices something. And on the floor just past Orba is
Blood?
flecks of blood from Graven's mace hit there at the threshold of the door. Gralvig.
Before he fires, I want to go ahead and
You can't see him.
So you can't see him.
right.
This is going to be with advantage because you are not facing him. You deliberately position yourself
Okay.
not facing him.
We're in a doorway.
I know I see that now. I kind of thought I could peek my head around, but I realized that I couldn't.
No.
If you had peeked your head around,
Yeah,
you would have
I
been
know, I
immediately
know, I know,
seen,
I know,
yeah.
I know.
Okay, 16 to hit.
Okay, and I just want to make sure that shield needs verbal.
Yeah.
It does. Okay, 16 to hit. That
Yep,
hits.
Okay.
Oh, you can't cast verbal spells.
No.
Nope. That's why I had a dagger out.
You take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
As soon as I see that arrow hit Orba, I'm running around the
Step
corner
out
towards it.
immediately. Yeah.
Everybody give me
I'm gonna step out, try to step into the silence though. Initiative?
Yep.
Oh my god, these initiative rolls.
Oh,
Guys,
Safira.
come on.
Wait, what the fuck?
Okay, 20 to 25. 15 to 19.
18.
Okay, 10 to 14.
13 bandits.
13. Bandit. Orba got a
13,
10.
and they were the second ones to go?
Yep. What else you guys got?
7.
6.
Okay.
Same order as last.
Same order.
Yep.
Oh, those initiative rolls.
All right, so it goes Erland, Bandit, Orba, Graven, Safira.
Okay.
So
As I'm running, can I see what buddy number 2 has?
You
Or is
cannot
he
see.
around the
Yep,
corner?
he's
No,
around
he's still around the
Yep.
corner. Okay.
There's been quite a bit of noise at this point. There's been yells.
Yep. Mostly like, hey, what? Like,
Yeah.
you know, sort of exclamations. And,
Okay.
Not like, oh my god,
Warning!
you're under attack.
Warning! Yeah.
I'm dispelling the silence. As like.
okay, does that require... Let's say it can be dispelled. No, you can end it's concentration.
concentration,
I think
yeah.
that's a...
Doesn't say anything
Drop
about.
concentration.
Let me see if it...
Just cast.
No action required. Yep, anytime no action
Ah.
required.
Yeah, things are getting fired now at Orba.
Great. At the very beginning of your turn, you could do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Erland.
Come on.
They go first. We can't fall back yet.
Um.
No, we can't.
All right, I'm sprinting directly towards.
Great. Takes a step in and
Wait.
silence
Okay,
washes
so
over you.
silence.
Yep.
And I am. When I hit this guy, like here, do I see the guy right behind him now, or?
Sure. Yeah. As soon as you take a couple steps forward, you can see another person in the hallway there.
Okay,
Who, in theory, was right behind him the whole time, basically. Or-
In theory. I'm
Well, no, just
confused.
because like if that guy's already there and I moved within like 6 seconds, like that guy
Was there.
That guy was there. He didn't come when he heard him call. I guess is what
Yeah.
I'm asking. Okay.
You heard multiple footsteps before. I think
Oh,
so.
oh, okay. I didn't track that. Okay, cool. So, I'm gonna get right up to him. What is it? What weapon does this guy have? I know this guy has a bow.
They both have bows.
That's excellent news. Okay, I am going to nunchaku attack this guy.
Okay. I'm gonna attack roll.
10.
10 misses.
10.
Oh
Ten
my
misses.
god.
So
And
surprisingly agile, Erland back and forth and ducks out of one and sort of with his bow kind of knocks the nunchaku out of the way with the butt of his bow there.
Okay.
I am going to. Is that a? Sorry, let me check one thing before I've screwed this up before.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking up to see if deflect missiles is bonus or a reaction. It's a reaction.
It's a reaction.
Great. I'm gonna do one more. My one more unarmed strike.
Great.
That is a 23 to hit.
That hits. Roll her down.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Great. So with the 2 misses, he knocks the nunchaku away, but then it opens up his face and you get a good pop in there at the end. Yeah.
So I moved how many?
5, 10, 15 feet.
Oh no, he has a bow. Actually, I want to stay right there. And that's the turn.
Okay.
That's the turn. That's my turn.
Okay.
That is the turn, bandits.
The turn.
All right, that first one with the bow, sort of recognizing the position that he's in, just tosses the bow to the side there, takes out a little dagger, and goes for a strike here. 15 to hit.
15 misses.
Nice.
Dagger goes by. He's going to take a second attack. 18 to hit.
I ask this all the time. I'm so sorry. Same still hits.
Same
right?
still hits. Yep.
That hits.
Great. It's just a dagger, so
Is just a dagger.
it is. You take 4 piercing
Ha!
damage.
Ho!
A
Ho!
little kind of just stab nicks you on the side there, and he sort of pulls himself back. And in addition to that, after that second stab, he sort of, hey! Shouts down the staircase, and then the second one is gonna fire with his bow there.
At me.
Yep, and you're the only one he can see at the moment. That is a 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
That hits.
Right.
But it's a.
It is
Hold
a
on.
natural.
Everyone hold on. Let's see how much damage it does.
8 piercing damage.
That's reduced to 0.
There we go.
And
I have no
you can't key points, so you can't
Drop
throw
it on
back.
the ground.
And I threw it on the ground.
And he's gonna
I need your
take his second attack.
That one I can't. He goes like
12 to hit.
that misses.
So
Go
the arrow goes over the top of your head and sticks into the wall.
There
There
we go.
Uh,
There
okay,
we go.
that's the bandit's
All right.
turn.
Come on, boys and
This
girls.
guy's also going to come up and just back into that little archer's nook that was there.
Can I take a second to yell something?
Sure.
I'm just gonna go fall back.
Orba can't hear you, but everybody else
Oh
can.
no!
No,
Oh yeah, because
oh,
the sound was.
Sounds has not been dispelled yet. Sorry, I was just doing that for
Yeah, you're right.
ease
I'm
of-
not gonna yell it. I'm gonna say it about that volume. I just did it now.
Oh my god!
Fall back, guys!
Fall back.
Okay, Orba.
Okay. Orba is going to want to step back out of the silence. So how far does she have to do that? 10 feet?
Yeah, like 15 feet, 5, 10, and you can either go into the hall or back.
I'm gonna go back one more, just for now. Just for now. Just for now. Just
Go
for now.
ahead.
She's going to then.
Cause me great pain.
It's gonna be Bandit's turn. Okay, she's gonna. Oh, it's gonna be an extra turn. No.
What?
No. Nothing.
What?
Nothing. I'm just thinking to myself, guys, don't worry about me. All right, I'm going to cast Ray of Frost
Okay.
at the guy closest to Erland.
Okay.
That's plus 7, right? Jesus Christ. That's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
All right,
Damn.
so his movement speed is reduced by
Okay.
something. Jesus. 10 feet.
10 feet. Yep.
Thank you. And then a d8. Guys, my brain is broke. That's only 3 damage, but
Okay.
he has lessened movement speed.
Okay. Frost builds over the top of him.
Okay, and then she's going to step towards Safira and get between her and Graven, like on the other side.
Okay.
She's gonna get back.
As soon as Orba does that, she's gonna kind of like pat her a little bit behind her and then immediately go back with her.
And then it's Graven and Safira.
Okay. Raven.
Okay.
I'm going to step out 10 feet forward enough so that I can see the one right in front of Erland.
Well, guys, we killed one.
And I'm gonna point. He yelled down those stairs,
The bandit? Yes, definitely. Like, yeah.
pointing and tolling the dead on.
Okay.
Nice.
And you,
With-
I'm assuming you've dispelled the silence.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom save. I don't think that's gonna do it. 11.
Fails. That is gonna be 2d12.
Okay.
'Cause he took damage already.
Yep.
Are you fucking
How much?
Oh my god!
3
We don't like you
Okay.
anymore.
fucking
Watching kind
necrotic
of the little bit of frost that's built up on his shoulder kind of chips off as that ringing necrotic bell goes through his body, vibrates through his torso.
Oh my
What else?
god.
I've got 10. I've got 20 movement
That
left.
was only 10 feet of movement. Yep.
I'm getting right in between the two of them.
Okay.
We need to finish these two.
Yeah.
You hear Graven's heavy footsteps on the wood. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay,
It's-
Safira.
I'm within
Okay.
5 of both of them.
Yep, you are within 5.
As
If you go there, you will be within 5. That's what
I'm gonna run out so that I have a shot at him, and then I'm gonna shoot at the guy that originally came in and
Right.
attacked.
Go ahead.
Oh my god, that is an 11 to hit.
That misses. Ducks out of the way of that one. He has his dagger and he kind of.
Well, I'm gonna
Toss
attack
it to the
again
side.
because I can do that now.
Go ahead.
Please start different.
There you go.
15 to hit.
That hits. Damage.
And he is hurt as well.
He
And
is
he's
hurt.
hurt.
A tiny, tiny,
Gauge, right?
tiny bit.
Oh no!
Oh my god. Okay, so that's
first
that's 4.
4, and then is that.
And
that
then that's
plus
no,
like-
I haven't rolled, and then plus 5, so it's total
9
9.
more damage. Okay. Great. Second one sinks in there, and he's got the frost on him. A little bit of shaking still from the vibration. Now he's got an arrow in his torso. Standing there at the foot of the stairs. Okay.
Top of the order, and then Legends of Ilos, and the compound just rated us, both of them. I wanted to say hi, thank you so
Well,
much.
hello.
Welcome.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up?
We're
going
so
on?
scared.
Hey.
At the end of that round there, before Erland kind of makes his next move, you hear something in the distance that sounds like kind of screaming, sounds of pain,
Fuck.
some kind of sounds of impact.
Mutant.
like almost as if something was fired off, and there's sounds of impact hitting the wall. Safira and Orba, give me perception checks.
Safira and Orba?
Oh no.
Upstairs.
Perception 8.
18.
18.
Maybe they-
Safira sort of
maybe they
stands there.
broke out?
Sounds like the sounds are coming from upstairs.
They're trying to break out,
Okay.
not fight with us.
Okay, Erland, you're up. You did not hear that.
Great.
As you're sort of in the thick
Yeah,
of it.
thinking nothing of anything, Erland is going to is going to attack the guy that we've hit a lot here
Right.
with a nunchaku. Natural one.
That misses. Goes in for another.
16 to hit.
Hits. Roll for damage.
Okay.
Rolls.
These rolls.
I beat
That is a
I know,
8
what is
bludgeoning
this?
damage.
8 bludgeoning. Hit him with the nunchaku,
Come
and
on.
finally the frost, the arrow, one good blow to the head, and he crumples to the ground there.
There we go.
Okay, and I have this guy still has his bow out, correct?
He does, yes.
Great. I am going to I love you, Graven. I'm going to take
Yes,
what is it? 15
box him
feet
in.
right in there.
10 would get you within melee.
10 within I'm
You
going to
stand next to her.
Blood.
Hearing Graven groaning deeply, I'm gonna go in and use my last unarmed strike for one more hit there.
Sort of a running start, jumps up,
Yeah, and another natural one,
And-
friends.
hits the backside of the wall as he ducks out of the way.
Oh my goody god.
Graven and Erland, give me perception checks.
Wow.
You want this one, guys?
No, my perception checks are fine. 14.
6.
14. As Erland sort of misses with that fist, he gets himself set again, and you hear like furniture being pushed out of the way, some sound coming from downstairs as well.
God.
Okay, the bandit there with the bow. Great, so cornered in here to the edge, he like tosses his bow at Graven just to sort of distract him a little bit, and he takes out similarly a dagger, and he's gonna go in for Graven with a strike here. He's gonna do 2 attacks here. The one's a 9, and the other's a
Miss.
15 to hit.
People.
Easy.
Miss. Oh, and Graven brings up the shield, clang, clang, clangs across the shield. Both attacks miss. And after the second one, sort of, we're up here! Looks like he's going in for another attack. Okay, Orba.
All right. Orba's going to head over to where the boys are,
Okay.
and she is going to get ready to cast slow. She's going to hold it.
Okay.
And she is only going to cast it. Yeah, I want some eyes on the doorway there, so maybe like 5 feet closer.
This way?
Yeah, toward the downstairs. And she's gonna hold slow until she sees 2 more men.
In addition to the one that's there.
Yeah, within at least 2 more men. Within a new spell, 40-foot cube. Yeah, so as soon as she sees 2 extra guys.
So if one comes up, you are not using it.
Correct.
You're gonna wait. Okay, great.
Yes. And she's gonna hold it.
Okay. Graven.
Has this guy? He's taken some damage. He's
got
taken
no damage.
nothing.
No, I did. I hit him once.
He got hit.
Yeah, I hit him once.
Really?
Yeah,
No, you
I rolled.
didn't.
I rolled a 1, and then I rolled.
You killed the other guy and then ran at that guy with your last.
Oh, that's right. I
You can't.
hit the other
This guy is
two.
not-
God fucking
I'm
damn it.
gonna attempt to. What's the difference between helping somebody else and trying to grapple him? If I was successful with grappling him, if I grappled him, people would get advantage on attacks.
Nope, he's not restrained. He's
not
grappled.
restrained.
That's different.
Okay.
You'd have to use manacles or something to actually restrain.
Okay.
Grappled is more like holding onto their clothes, being kind of up in their
Yeah.
business. It's not like totally restraining them.
And if I used a help
hey.
action, would that give anybody maybe advantage on attacking him?
You can use, I think it's like feint is one of the actions you can do. Don't you guys have that like
Yeah.
action
Yeah,
list
we
there?
do. We do. That is one of the things we can do.
I think you can give someone else
Help.
I mean, maybe we'll lump it in with that, but I think actually
You feint, distract the target, or some other way to team up with your ally. If your ally attacks the target before your next turn, the first attack roll is made with advantage.
yes, so you can like push him around, get him
Yeah.
focused on you and get
Jostle him.
yeah.
But it's only one attack that gets
Yep,
advantage.
it's only one attack. that gets-
Nope. I'm going for a sacred flame.
What is that?
Dexterity saving throw.
It's like a 4 or 5. 5.
Fails. That's going to be 2d8. I am rolling these. So that is 6 radiant
Okay.
damage.
Gets blasted by the radiant light.
Yep. And staying right there to kind of corner. You can't hold movement, obviously, right?
No, you can't.
Oh, you no, you can't.
You cannot, but you can. He is currently physically boxed in. Like, you can't walk through an enemy's space.
I just meant if I see people coming up the stairs, I can't move.
No.
After that. Okay. Yep. Staying right there in his face for now.
You know we're desperate when we've been playing D&D for like 3 years, and we're like, okay, but can I do this, please? Please, can I do that?
But if I
Safira,
sass
you're up.
nicely.
Really,
Okay,
really.
I'm going to trying to weave between the heads of my two friends here. I'm going to try to shoot at this guy.
Go ahead.
Please
So-
hit him.
and I'm not rolling the dice that you guys don't like, and I still didn't do that 9, 10, 11,
16.
16,
That
he
hits.
says.
Roll for damage.
I trust him.
Plus 7, right?
Yes, it was plus 7. That's 5, and
He is
he
hurt.
wasn't. Oh, he was hurt.
He is by Graven's.
Right. Plus, okay, 9 total damage.
9 total damage. Great.
Yes,
Great.
I am consistent actually.
Graven's like pushing the guy up against the wall, and you hear that whiz go by your ear and stick into his shoulder there.
Okay, I'm going to attack him again.
Great.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, kid, come on.
I keep forgetting that I can do this. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh no, 9.
This time, it's trying to do your best to weave between
What is
the two
the
of them.
point of me?
Fire the arrow off, and you don't hit your allies, but it's just you're being a little too careful, and
Great.
the arrow
Safira
goes flying
drops
around.
her coat and leaves. No,
Don't
I'm kidding.
say that.
Okay.
I'm staying.
Jumps out the window.
Any movement?
No. I'm not
Okay,
sure I am.
okay, that's the end of the round there. You hear some more footsteps. It sounds like someone's coming up the stairs. You see him
good.
swing around the edge.
Does he indeed have 2 swords?
And he has a sword in hand. Not 2 swords, but he has a sword in hand. And you also see someone, he hasn't gotten up the stairs yet, but someone like down on the first floor who's now rounding the corner to come up. Erland.
Okay. How close are they together? Is that to scale? Can I...
We'll call that about, so yes. These two?
Yes, those 2
5,
guys.
10, 15 feet apart, yeah.
Okay. I am going to... It's an action. That's a waste. Fuck me. That's a waste. That's a waste. That's a waste. Don't do that, John. Wait, if I throw like a combustible, is that an attack action or is
That's
that
an attack
That is an attack action. Okay. So I can still make
It's
my
an
second
improvised
attack.
weapon.
Right? So I can still do like I can toss something and then still hit with an
Yep.
Ninjaku, right? All right, now seems to be the time. I kind of forget what this thing does, but I am going to toss a Cruxia potion at this guy right here.
Okay. Give me a attack and with your either strength or dexterity modifier and proficiency.
Oh, with my
D20 plus proficiency plus either strength or dex, whichever you're better with.
great. Yes. Attack roll. It's a natural 20.
Natural.
Nice.
Great.
Go.
Tosses the thing, and just as he's kind of coming up the stairs, his head's just getting above the top of the stair, and blast hits him right in the face there. It's an improvised weapon, so first deal the piercing damage. So roll a 1d4.
Put their daggers away.
1.
So he takes 1 or double
2.
2 piercing damage. Yep. And then you see the effects of the poison kind of wash over his face. He starts, it's like clawing at his face and starts to burn into the side of the
There was a bit of a range on that, wasn't there? I can't remember what it was for Cruxia.
It does have a little bit, but not that big. Keep track of this. At the start of each of his turns, he takes 2d4 acid damage.
Oh my god.
Until he can use an action to try and wipe it clean at the end of his turn.
Okay.
Or during his turn, he can use an action.
It's not that bad.
I had so
Okay,
much
you
of
still
that
have an attack
Wrong when I wrote it down.
I had poison damage.
What else you got?
So throwing it, then nunchaku with the other hand at the guy right in front of me. That is a 18 to hit.
Roll for damage.
Have a turn, Erland.
The hell?
Hit the mic. 6 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then using my unarmed strike again. So like toss, nunchaku, and then we're going to try and knee him. 10 bludgeoning. 10 to hit.
That misses.
10,
Great. Goes
10
in for the knee. And this guy's kind of cowering in the corner. They're just trying to dodge these attacks. Slides himself. And the knee just goes right by him as he's holding his dagger kind of out to protect himself.
I am going to. That's not what I meant to do. I kind of forgot what I was going to do. That's fine. I'm gonna actually. Oh, if I move here, that gives him room to
You
move,
just
doesn't
started
it?
5 different
Give
sentences.
who room?
If I move here, is this guy able
Can
to
move
cross?
diagonally, yeah.
Great. I am going to stay where I am against my better
He
judgment.
also doesn't have his bow anymore because he threw it.
Yes, he tossed the bow.
No, I know. I just don't want him to be able to move out.
Okay, top of the turns, this is the bandits. Give me the 2d4 acid damage for this guy.
1, good.
God.
4.
Here we go.
Okay.
5 acid damage, great. So, and you can see him kind of wiping his face as best as he can. We're going to go with the guy in the corner first. He knows he's cornered, he's got nowhere to go, he's got his little dagger, and he's just going to go for 2 attacks against Graven here. Okay, one of those is going to hit. 4 or 5, and then 21.
Oh.
Hit.
It's just dagger. Oh man, max damage. 7 piercing damage. Gets you just underneath the armor there, cuts off a little bit of the flesh.
Yeah.
The next one at the stairs there, he's gonna let the acid burn. He's trying to like fight through it there.
Baby
Pulls
burn.
out the bow and fires at Graven there.
Oh, can I reach around Graven?
8 to hit.
Miss.
And so sort of
Yeah.
burning in his eyes, he's trying to focus.
Hate the burn.
Reaches for it. You can see him like grasping for one of his arrows.
Buddy, this makes me so sad.
Fires the second arrow.
That's a terrible thing. That's a ow.
This is Dungeons and Dragons, Riley.
Miss.
Misses. Graven. Arrow fires
It's
and
real
Graven just
life. Wait, this is it
brings
real
up the
life?
shield, comes back down. He's gonna stay there on the staircase. The other one's gonna run up.
Poor buddy.
Run into the acid.
He's gonna run
anyone
past
get
the other guy.
damaged by
He
the
leaps
acid?
over the body of the dead person on the stairs, and now he gets into this upper living quarters area, and he kind of gets his bearings. He looks around, sees his friend pinned there in the corner, sees Orba and Safira. He sees Safira with the bow, and similar to his own companions, knowing that that's sort of you need to cut off the ranged attackers, turns and heads for Safira.
Really quickly, while I see him, I am holding slow.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay.
He
so-
gets to the top of the staircase and
So yeah, Orba like takes her tattooed hand and like scrapes it up against her other arm and 40-foot slow.
it's gonna get all 3 of them.
Yeah. I wanted to favor the staircase too, just in case she can't see anybody else coming up those stairs. They're probably not there, but the 40-foot
Okay.
area, I want it to be as much hugging the staircase as possible.
Okay. Graven and Erland can see. You can't see this, but Graven and Erland can see. That's not going to affect
Okay,
the other
cool.
three. So it affects the
Alright,
3 of them.
So she casts slow, so you need to give me, oh my god, a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm stressed.
Okay,
I
no, I
want
want to make sure
Saving
you're
throw.
stressed.
I mean, in D&D, not in real life. Is your health okay?
Yes.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Oh, you're gonna love this. It's like 6, 9, and 11. And everybody watches as there's like clashing against the shield, arrows flying, and suddenly everything just.
Oh, that's so sick.
And the one turns the corner there, and he sees Safira, and he starts to run at Safira. So go
Safira's
ahead.
like,
All right, so
-2 penalty AC and dexterity
read
saving
this real
throws.
quick?
Yeah, oh, here we go. And Orb is concentrating. An affected target speed is halved. It takes -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and it can't use reactions. On its turn, it can either use an action or bonus action, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Can't multi. None of them can multi-attack.
And if it ever tries to cast a spell, I roll to see if it's successful.
Great.
And so no reaction or one reaction?
Nope,
Or-
can't reaction. Action or bonus action, not both. So he turns and he looks at Safira and he starts to run that direction and then feels the effects of the slow.
I'm
and
gonna kind of like.
you can tell he was confident that he would have been able to make it to you in time, but he just
Oh no!
you
gets to
suck.
there and that's it. I think that's all 3 of them. Yep.
Es mi favorito.
Okay, Graven, you're up.
Oh my god. AC dexterity saving throws are okay. I'm gonna sacred flame the guy right in my face there. So dexterity save for that
Okay, with disadvantage. Oh no, penalty.
with
minus
penalty.
-2.
Yeah,
7.
fails.
Nice.
10 radiant
10
damage.
radiant damage.
Yeah.
A blast of radiant light goes out, and the room kind of fills up with light, and then disappears as soon as it was there, and the guy's already. on the floor.
Yeah. Eat it.
And yeah, like watch him slump down and turn to the other guy. Okay, the other guy's got swords, huh?
One of them had a bow because he fired at you, and the
Oh.
one up near Safira has a sword in hand. Yeah.
Oh, that's sword, that's bow.
Yeah, he had a sword, but he swapped
He's
the
hurt.
bow.
Oh.
Because he
I
fired at you.
Okay, then I'm gonna get right in his fucking face. No. Yes. In the face.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. The bandits. Okay. So they can only take.
Yeah,
It's Graven's turn.
Oh, Graven. Sorry. Safira.
Bitch.
Safira was also slow.
Safira,
So the next round.
with kind of a grin on her face, I'm gonna take a few steps back.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and now that they're how many steps? I'm just gonna back up to right to there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fire.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Gets to the
I appreciate it.
Was that timing? Him trying to attack me
you
when
had
he
a
was
sword.
that far away?
Well, he was just
and
winding up for the
Oh,
attack.
that's right. And I was, oh, buddy. Oh, I feel bad.
Murder me.
Waiting until he's right.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna wait
okay.
until I can see.
Come on, buddy. That's a 19.
And he has a -2 penalty to AC. That hits.
Okay.
He's not hurt.
Okay.
He's not hurt. Yeah.
That's 10, and he's not hurt.
He's not hurt. Yep. Great.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and attack him again.
Okay.
Let's see.
He gets hit by the arrow, and he's like just.
No!
Oh, I love this spell.
This thing
ahead.
is so sad.
Are you kidding me?
It's
They would
funnier
kill
when-
you and everyone you love.
It's
Kill the
sadder
man
when it's
quicker,
in slow motion.
please.
It just needs to hit Orba once, and then she'll murder it.
16. That's
That
true.
hits. Roll for damage. He is hurt this time.
No, 4. Okay. Yeah, 10.
Great. So he takes another 10 damage.
20 damage is pretty good.
Yep. So he takes the one arrow, slow reacting to it, and just as he's like reaching up to feel that, gets hit by the other arrow. So he's like getting hit by both of them there. Any other movement actions? Anything?
No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Okay. So end of the round here. Once again, the sort of sound swirling around you. Safira and Orba, give me perception checks.
Come on, guys.
15.
17.
Both of you this time a little quieter in the room now that a couple people have gone down, especially with the slow, making their footsteps not quite as loud. And upstairs you hear a little more of that. Ow.
They must be getting murdered.
Yeah, they might be.
That's it. Erland, back to
I
the
gave
top.
them darts.
Yeah.
You can't defend yourself with darts.
Can I?
You can't defend yourself with darts.
Everyone relax. I'm gonna go up to this guy here. I'm gonna try and get in between him and Safira.
Okay. 15, 20.
Great. And sort of coming around and
Great. Coming around the side.
ooh, does this hit him now? 11 to hit?
That misses.
Oh!
Come on, man.
I know. Okay.
Oh, wow. That was
12 to hit?
That hit.
Hey! We found it! 8 bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning
There we
damage,
go.
great.
And then,
Oh, baby.
yeah, nothing special. Going for a knee.
Okay.
There we go. 23 to hit.
That hits.
There we
Roll
go.
for damage.
7 bludgeoning
7
damage.
bludgeoning damage. And with that final knee, he's in slow motion reacting to it, and he just see that pained look on his face, and then as if speeding up into normal motion,
Erland sort of drops him to the side.
Sweet, 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 sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet.
One more, baby. One more, baby.
you have a little bit of movement.
I am going to.
Probably another half dozen.
No, I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna
Okay.
stay there. Am I right at the doorway? Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there.
5 feet
I only have
this
10
way,
Yeah,
but
I only
yeah.
have 10 feet. So
Okay.
I'm gonna stay there.
Okay, the bandit there that's up with Graven.
2d4 first.
2d4 acid damage, yep.
1 again. Thank you, friends. There we go.
There we
4
go.
again. 5 acid damage.
Great.
Consistent.
Graven's so close to him, you can hear like the sizzling on his skin as it burns through. He wipes one more time, and like a layer of skin comes off as he wipes his face, and it's like red sort of pouring off from the side of his face.
Why you gotta be so good
smile.
with these descriptions?
Once again, similar to the other ones, he tosses his bow that he was holding there just over his shoulder, and he's gonna come up, but slowed still
Yep.
with one
Warding
attack.
flare.
Warding flare, so with
So with
disadvantage.
Yes.
Great.
Oh, but that's
12
That's
to hit.
great.
Misses.
He's my favorite.
And he looks like he's going in for a second attack, but it's just taking too long. Okay, Orba.
All right, Orba is going to, as she's running toward where those ruckusy noises are. Something's going on upstairs.
Ruckusy noises?
The upstairs. she's going to run past Erland,
Okay.
go
I
toward the
would follow
stairs.
you, but I can't right now. 'cause it's-
Do you have to stay within range or anything? I don't think.
That's a good question. It doesn't say anything, although it does say see page 277, so I'm imagining there's more.
I think I
to
have the whole
spell.
thing here.
Okay.
Oh, and he gets to make a save at the end of his turn to try and be unslowed there.
That's not on the
Yeah.
card. That would be helpful.
A creature affected by the spell makes another saving throw at the end of each of its turns on a successful save.
Okay.
A natural one.
Eat it.
So that's 2 fails, right?
Yes.
I mean, the range is also 120 feet, so I don't
Yeah,
think I'd be out
I
of
didn't know
that.
if you needed to keep vision, but it doesn't
Oh,
say as
okay.
far as I can tell. Great, so 5, 10, 15, 20,
Going?
25, 30.
Now, from 30, can I see any action up
Give me a
there?
perception check.
Oh my god.
There we go. Come on.
30, 40?
6.
6, nothing that you can see up
She's
there.
going to use a dash action and
Okay.
go upstairs.
Start to head up the stairs.
If she sees something concerning before the 30 feet of movement, she'll stop, but for now, she's going full movement.
Give me a perception check as you're moving up the stairs.
Natural 20.
Natural.
There we go.
Great. So as you start to run up the stairs, you're like listening for those sounds, and the sounds have kind of stopped. Silent.
No.
You get to the top here, and you finally see over the lip of the stairs, and the scene before you is rather horrifying.
Oh.
Fuck.
3 bodies are mostly limp on the floor of their cells. Deep purplish bruising, and occasionally you see them kind of
Oh.
involuntarily spasm as arcane energy courses through their limbs.
Yeah.
Trapped in their little cages, they had nowhere to run and nothing to duck behind.
No.
Though you can see the young boy, Jack, attempted to kind of use his cot as a shield, only to have a hole blown right through the straw, and it's now kind of little pieces of straw are scattered over his body. Standing just inches from the bars and staring, waiting, is the red-bearded man that you spoke to earlier when you first came up. And with a dispassionate expression, he just kind of flexes his left fist, and the leather of the bracer kind of creaks ever so slightly, the crystal reflecting a little bit of the light that's now coming in through the window. So you see him standing there.
Behind bars or not?
Yes, he's behind the bars.
He's a stitcher.
Yeah, he's the.
he was a plant.
He was the leak. He was the rat.
Yeah.
We found him. I mean, at least we know now.
Did I use all of my movement to get within his
Yep,
vision?
we did. We
Graven's
armed them.
Which one you have 10
Yep.
feet of movement.
Arm.
Yep. Yep, that's right.
Okay.
Leave him for Graven.
She's
Yep.
going to use the remaining 10 feet of movement to kind of like hug a wall or something just to get out of his vision.
Okay, come back
Since
down
it's
just
the
a
end of
little
my
bit.
turn, yeah.
Sure.
Fuck.
Yeah, she can't even.
Oh, I feel
I don't even know how to
about that.
say what just happened, so she's gonna be quiet.
Okay, Graven, you're up.
Oh god.
Sacred flame right in his face. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. He is still slowed, so -2 to this. That is a 0.
Oh, nice.
12 radiant
From
damage.
12 radiant damage.
I was like, what? How is it a
Do I know whether he has reaction? Sorry. Yeah, reaction.
You'd be aware of the effect of the spell. It's not unfamiliar.
And that he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
That he's slowed enough to not be able to do anything as you sort of
Yeah.
move away.
Kind of like give that and like quickly step back 10, 15.
That's only 10 there.
I'll go to here.
Okay. 15, 20.
Yeah, jump up on the bed, like and hold the mace out and fucking.
Okay. Okay. Safira.
Okay, seeing Orba run up, I'm gonna kind of like take a second to notice that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fire at this guy who's still standing here.
Great. You have to kind of come out a little bit. You can still.
Okay,
try
that's
10.
fine.
Now
I'm
you
gonna
can see
come
him.
out. So that took 10 feet of my movement to come out.
Yep.
Okay.
To get within vision of him.
Oh my god, Riley.
I'm
that another
quitting. It's 9.
Fires and it just gets. It nicks the edge of the hallway there. Ting, just flies off to the side.
Fuck, and I'm gonna try again. Okay, that's an 18 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
He's damaged.
He is.
He has Crixia poison on his face.
Okay, that's okay. 6 plus
11.
11 damage.
I did that on the first try. Simple math.
Hey.
Who knew? Okay, and now as soon as I've done that, I'm gonna
Show
run
us how it's done here, Safira.
Oh! Okay, so like I'm gonna try to aim for right between his eyes and just watch the arrow go in and out through the other end of his head.
Oh.
And when I see it go out through the other end of his head, I'm gonna bolt up the stairs to where Orba is.
Oh. So the arrow connects, and his slowed reflexes
He had a
combined with the acid pouring over his eyes. And this kind of like splatter of blood and bone hits the back wall there. And falls down the stairs.
Immediately start patting down everybody for keys.
Give me an investigation check.
I was going to help do that. I was going to run to this side and get these guys here.
11.
No. 6.
You do not find anything other than some smatterings of gold and silver. In total, Graven, you find 11 gold, 1 silver. Erland, you find 8 gold, 2 silver.
We're rich.
11
They
gold.
have nothing on them to the point of being almost suspicious. Like they purposely are not carrying anything on their person.
It would seem.
Like they have no personal effects, no at all.
Once
no
we do
jewelry,
that-
no nothing.
Then just listening to see if we hear anything downstairs.
Okay, give me perception checks.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
It's 9.
Graven and Erland kind of go up to the edge of the staircase, and Erland, you hear at a rapid pace. Ting, 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 ting.
They're working quicker. They're working quicker.
As that's happening,
we go,
Orba,
yes.
what are we doing here?
Okay,
You were at the
Orba,
base of the stairs there.
just in like a blind rage, she's gonna cast mirror image on herself. So, mirror, and she's going to bolt up the stairs with all of her illusions toward this guy, like just fucking charge him.
Okay.
And then
Go and read mirror image. I don't think you've used
No, what the fuck?
Just goes. All right, so 3 illusory duplicates of yourself appear in your space until the spell ends. The duplicates move with you and mimic your actions, shifting positions, so it's impossible to track which is real. You can use this action to dismiss the illusory duplicates. Illusory? I don't know.
Illusory.
Illusory? Okay. Each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20 to determine if it hits one of the duplicates, and so on
so it
and
has
so
a chance
forth.
of hitting
Yeah.
one of
They
the
just
fucking
kinda
cool as hell.
disappear.
So cool.
And she's gonna just start like blindly walking into his side.
You get to the top of the staircase, and he's holding like his hand over his left wrist, just kind of down at his waist. He makes no like motion to use the bracer at all, and he looks like a little confused. He sort of saw you peek up at the staircase, and now this time there's like blurred mirror images sort of surrounding you. You see him like tilt his head to the side.
She's gonna cast Ray of Frost at him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
That's a 9.
A 9
Oh.
hits the back of his cell there.
She's gonna do it again.
Keep making another attack. Safira, were you headed to Orba after this? After you shot that
Yeah,
arrow?
I was running
So
up.
as you're firing this second one, you hear Safira's footsteps coming in your direction, but make the attack first.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Roll for damage.
Come on, Orba. Show it, tell it. Tell him. You tell him.
10 damage.
10.
And can she reach anybody in the other cells, like the young boy or anybody?
Sure, if you reached your arm all the way through, you could grab him, yeah.
Are they dead? Are they visibly dead?
Or you're taking a second. They are,
Are
as
they
far as you can tell,
visibly
nobody's moving at all.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna look at the younger guy.
Okay, give me a perception check.
They seem dead.
7.
7, again, motionless, but otherwise difficult to tell without doing a more thorough investigation.
She's gonna cast Ray of Frost.
Now Safira's reached the top of the stairs, and you watch as Orba fires
Although
off that.
I'm gonna like seeing that she's firing.
Yep.
Can I tell in like a split second that she's not being attacked?
So you get to the top of the stairs, and you can see, just like Orba did, the first thing you see is in the cells
see the
where people used to be
bodies.
kind of leaning, sleeping, lying flat on the ground there. Fire goes off.
Yeah, 2040.
That hits. Roll for damage.
14. Oh, no, sorry, 7.
7.
Didn't have
And now, joining that other sort of vein of ice on one side, another one cracks up his face, and there's pieces of his skin sort of rattling as they're frosting over.
Seeing Orba, don't kill him. I know what he's done. Don't kill him.
almost like not even hearing because she's still just so upset. She's gonna take all 4 of them and just surround his cell, his bars, like look straight through the bars, like dead.
Cold in here.
You see her kind of like start to slowly do.
Are we, if we went up They'll be coming up behind it.
Did you go up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were saying we're gonna check in with them before we went down.
Okay.
Can I
1 second.
go over to where the Jack, the kid, was?
Yep, you can.
Can I like pull him towards me through the bar?
Sure, you reach in, you can just get an edge of his pant there and
Okay, I'm gonna try.
See if he's alive.
I want to see if he's alive, and if he's alive, then I want to try to use one of the healer's kits.
give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Patch up this very dead body. He's good.
Or medicine, whichever's higher.
Oh, it's investigation. 11.
As you're pulling him a little closer,
He's totally gone.
as far as you can tell.
Fuck. I'm gonna like holding Jack, and I see the guy.
Sure, yeah, if you hold him, you can kind of lean over.
This was a kid. You killed a child. Are you pleased with yourself?
You can hear Safira say this. Erland and Graven finally sort of getting to the top of the stairs.
You still see Orba like slowly just staring him down and starting to cast another. ray
Orba,
of
please don't kill him. He has information.
Can I? How far away is he from the bars? If I reach through, can I get him?
Maybe. You could try and do that.
I'm gonna slowly walk over. Quiet. There might still be more downstairs. In fact, I think I hear them working. And then, as I get close, kind of quickly grab out.
Give me a
and grab
contested
it.
athletics check here. 16.
22. 23.
He moves back and hits the side of the bar there.
The arm that has the thing on it.
Oh, take it off.
Pull that arm out. Non-lethal. Try to break, like, push it the wrong way against the bar.
Give me an unarmed strike.
Holy shit!
Unarmed
I was
strike.
mad.
Come on.
It's the same.
Once in a while, we see this side of Graven.
18. 18. That hits. So give me the unarmed damage first.
Which I think is just +5.
It's just gonna be a flat
Oh,
thing.
3
yeah,
bludgeoning.
3 bludgeoning. Great. Pulls it against the side, and he's limp. He's not really resisting. So you could like yank it off. You could
pull it off,
pull that off.
and still holding him.
What are you doing? It's all happening quickly.
Non-lethally, again, just pulling on the arm to try to get his face against the.
Give me another unarmed strike.
Come on.
21.
There we go.
21 hits.
So another 3 damage.
Another 3 damage. Okay, we're gonna use our old non-lethal damage rolls. So this is a little variant that we do on non-lethal damage. It's not a guarantee because it's difficult to control the sort of perfect placement of the blow. You've done the best possible thing, which is like an unarmed strike does the littlest amount of damage. The difficulty of getting him to get knocked out instead of killed outright is 5 plus the damage of the blow you dealt. So 3. So this is 8. So you need to roll 8 or higher, and it will knock him out instead of killing him.
Okay.
If you roll lower than an 8, it will kill him.
There's no modifiers or anything, right?
Nope, just a straight D20.
Straight D20.
Yep.
Good luck.
It's a 6.
No!
And you feel him kind of go limp. You're like holding on the edge of his tunic there.
He wasn't gonna give us anything anyway. Throw him down. They're
So-
downstairs still working. We have to go now.
Quiet.
Go.
Okay, quickly, while I have Jack here, I'm
Leave him!
I'm looking for the key.
Oh.
I'm gonna pat him down for the
Give
key.
me an investigation check with advantage. You have a
I said not in character.
Wait, that's a good idea.
It's still not a good idea.
Oh, the investigation.
Yep.
6.
You certainly don't find
I
anything.
mean,
on
sorry,
it.
7.
It seems like they might
Does that
have.
change something for you? 7.
It seems like they might have before they threw him through these people in these cells. Stripped
Stripped
them.
them.
of pretty
I
much
figured they might
most
have. I just
things.
figured it was.
Yep.
Erland's
I'm gonna just. Sorry, and then back up and
Okay.
start to.
quickly and sort of not wanting to like emotionally deal with that is going to quickly like lead the charge downstairs, and I want to get right to the corner to where we were.
Okay.
And then I want to start moving quietly and slowly.
Everybody else sort of following suit.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Orba's gonna be the last to go and just one last look and turn away from him.
Okay. Have to move down.
Sorry, guys. I tried.
Also, I think my mirror image goes down.
Yeah. What's the duration on that?
1 minute.
Yeah.
You might
Back. Give me a perception check at the edge of the stairs.
I don't think so.
8.
8. Again, you don't hear anything more than the faster
Quickly.
clinking that's happening.
Moving quietly down the stairs.
Checking corners and
Yeah, I know it's
Group stealth check here.
As I'll do some first.
Oh my god, that was the saddest.
19.
18.
5.
14.
As a group, you've now all gotten a pretty good look at the stairwell. The steps are wood, but they're pretty solidly built, so you make sure to stick to kind of the edges and you make quiet footsteps. you get down to the main floor. So for the first time, you're seeing the interior of the main floor here. From what you can see, this first floor, it's in disarray, just like the living quarters, but in a very different way. All of the basic furniture, several tables, stacks of chairs, have been pushed up against the walls to make room for piles of excavated rubble, dirt, rock, splintered wood, plus at least half a dozen buckets that are clearly being used to kind of transport the debris up to this floor.
Yeah, they're looking for something else.
The first room that you're coming into looks like it was an office or a recreation area. There's an upturned desk that's been jammed into the corner, and there's various gaming supplies. There's checkers, playing cards, horseshoes just scattered all throughout the room. So some kind of recreational room here. There's also several knapsacks, uniform in their appearance, lined up against the wall, relatively clean and undamaged, making you think that they might belong to the bandits rather than the, former Broken Crown soldiers. They're all very similar in their appearance. So this is the first room that you get to. You get kind of the bottom of the stairs. There's no one in this room as far as you can tell, and that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh my god!
As we figure out what they might be doing downstairs.
I think this might be my least favorite faction. My least favorite group of people.
Stitchers? They're the worst.
They're probably the good guys.
I like
guys.
Jack.
That's the twist. We the
They're the
baddies.
Are we the baddies? No.
I tried to keep that guy alive. Come on.
I know.
Yeah, but we're the baddies.
That was like as...
That was
it's hard to make the
close. I mean,
threshold
it's
lower
hard.
than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard. Yeah.
But I'm very good at rolling
Low.
poorly.
That's true.
God.
It is a skill of yours.
Oh, look, a 20.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh. I mean, that rolling was.
That is where we are going to take a little break before we find out what's here on the bottom floor. Obviously, still some people still in the place. You can certainly see the sounds, but you've knocked off a good portion. There's 1, 2, 3, there's 6 there,
One
plus
down.
one down on the grass, plus the scout from before.
Yep.
So, a number of people that have been
7
killed.
bodies. 8 if you count this jackhole.
And that is where we will pick it up when we come back.
I will get ready to do big thank yous and welcomes and stuff, but I did want to say that Harbor Lord also raided us. So,
Hey.
oh, 3 raids. This is absolutely incredible.
Right in the middle of raiding this Broken Crown Outpost. It's a sort of military outpost that's been taken over by bandits, and we're not entirely sure why. Still trying to discover what they were here to do. As far as most people knew, there wasn't much here. Some old sort of war records and sort
But
of...
clearly,
Yes,
there's something.
but something afoot in the basement there in the records room, and we'll hopefully find out when we come back.
These Stitchers are just like, we really like books.
I thought you were gonna say.
And digging.
Digging in
While we were here, we were like, let's have a dig.
Let's just do it. Why not?
All right, everybody, we're going to throw it to the BRB. There's a recap of last week's episode, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the other side.
Yes, give me 2 seconds.
We'll be back in 15.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I really.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Tabletop Notch Peek Beneath the Veil. This is chapter 7 of season 2, and we've breached the exterior of the Broken Crown Outpost only to find it swarming with some of these bandits, not entirely sure of their current objective. Some of the captives that were taken hostage on the 3rd floor have now been killed by what we knew there was a possible mole, possible double agent there somewhere. And we seem to have discovered who that was all but a little too late. But now, we've gotten down to the bottom floor. Once again, you've reached this first area, which looks like a little recreational, maybe some games or sort of relaxation was done here. But right before we dive into everything, please.
I thought you'd forgotten about
I
it.
did.
I tabulated it all during the break. I hope I did. Tabulatory. Snapping Cobra did 24 bits. Wretched Troglodyte Man did 1,692 bits. Holy schmoly. Captain Coral did 8 bits. Snapping Cobra did 5 subs. Crazy Locha did 7 gifted subs and 1,000 bits. Shades of Blue did 200 bits, 5 gifted subs. GF Powers did 200 bits, and then Pokodoko gifted a sub. I think I got everybody.
So much.
Thank you so very, very much.
Ooh, very exciting. Awesome. Hope you enjoyed so far. A hectic ride, but we're not done yet.
No.
We've reached the bottom floor. Graven and Erland, the first ones to step foot into this room. There is a closed door off to your right. We can bring up the map once again. And would you mind tilting that down?
I
a little
tilt.
bit?
Where's my remote?
There we go. Great. So there is a, it's hard to see because
Strong
it's sort of
tilt.
vertical, but there's a door right there that's leading into what looks like another room. And also you can see in front of you off to the left over here, you see an iron door. That looks like it might be the back door leading to the outside that you saw, from the backside when you were looking at the place. So,
Quietly, quickly. If we see anyone, we attack quickly.
Go.
Erland's gonna go up to this door, give it a listen first.
Give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Nothing other than tink, 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 tink.
Gonna creak open the door and try and peer in first.
Great. The next room that you open it up into, it looks to be a kind of kitchen area. Kind of kitchen or dining room. There's shelves stocked with some flour, oats, potatoes, other hearty foodstuffs that would last between supply shipments. There's a cauldron in the corner for cooking as well. Looks like it's been filled with more debris. They've been using it as a kind of receptacle to transport some of the debris. You see what looks like now, there was an iron door at the back, a wooden door front that again looks like it might have been bashed into and now reinforced. That looks like the front door on the far end there. So now you've seen both the back door and the front door.
Orba, check the backpacks, check the knapsacks, see if there's anything in them, see if you're help.
Give me an investigation check. You both
And I'm
give me
gonna
an
move
investigation.
forward while they're doing that.
Ooh,
Here we go, killing
12.
again.
24.
And once again, other than some spending cash, almost nothing. You go up and you grab the backpack and it just deflates because there's almost like nothing inside.
Don't bring the backpack.
There's
Weirdos.
Weird, just don't bring the backpack.
There's a number of pockets, perhaps to have, the thought occurs to you to take something with rather than to bring something along. Orba, there's 5 backpacks. You find 16 silver, then 18 silver, then 11 silver.
16,
16, 18, 11.
Okay.
And Safira, you find 15 copper and then 21 gold.
God damn it. I lost that fight. Alright.
I'm going up to this door and I want to give it a listen.
Great. So the next part that you pass
Oh, there's
into-
another room in there.
Yeah, there's it's not a full room. There's like a little hallway. And this short stone hallway, it looks like it has where the Broken Crown stored a little bit of their military supplies. There's racks with some weapons, just some basic spears, a little bit of leather armor, one set of kind of cheap chainmail armor that's like a chainmail vest, some arrows, quivers, shields, whetstones, just very basic sort of military operation supplies or sort of that they go out and they sort of manage these mining claims, a little bit of protection when they go out and do so. So you see all of that. Other than that, it doesn't look like there's any like chests or anything. It's all pretty out in the open. So that's all that you see there.
Give the door a listen.
Great. We'll lump this in with the other one. You listen again, and it sounds like it's getting louder, but all you hear once again, clink, 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 clink.
Okay.
clink, clink,
I'm gonna
clink.
quietly crack the door.
Safira and Orba, are you catching up here?
Yes.
Right on his heels.
The next one that you enter into looks like an office. This one a little more official in its capacity. It looks like this room might be used for maybe processing requests, receiving visitors, negotiating with representatives from the mining claims. There's a very sturdy desk flanked on both sides by high-backed chairs, and on one of the walls is a chalkboard with what looks like inspection dates. You see like some initials and then like ZR claim and then like a date of like a week ago. So it has a few of those as if they've been going out to sort of look at these claims or just check and make sure that nothing foul is afoot. So that chalkboard has a number of initials, a number of dates written on it. In addition, on the right side as you're coming in, so along this wall here, like kind of right there or in this corner here, you see a little railing. And on the other side of that railing, with no door or hatch or anything, a very narrow staircase going down. And as soon as you opened up this door, that clinking, ting, 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 louder and right at the kind of base of those stairs there.
Okay. And there's one more door in that room?
There's a door on the opposite side. And this door, wooden again, and if your understanding of the layout of this place is accurate from the outside, it would lead to the stables.
Oh, okay. Cool. So I'm going
You guys
to...
walked all the way around, so you've seen it.
I'm going to kind of hug...
They know we're coming.
I know, still. I'm going to hug this wall a little bit so that I'm not seen directly, perhaps.
So maybe you could be seen indirectly?
Yes.
Classic.
So
course.
both of these spaces are stairs leading down.
Okay, great. So I want to hug the side here, and I want to just peek around the corner.
Peek down into the
Peek down the
stairwell.
stairs, yeah.
Great, give me a perception.
What's the name from the note?
Caden.
16.
16. You peek down, and the staircase is very steep, so without going down it, you can't see it.
Have Orba and Safira caught up?
Yeah, they're all bunched up behind you in that sort of little military room, supply room.
Go and we go blazing.
I agree.
And with that, Erland starts sprinting down the stairs.
Okay.
Here we go.
Give me initiative rolls, everybody.
There you go! There it is!
Yes.
Hated the response.
All right, 20 to 25.
21.
21 too.
Who wants
You
to
as
go
well?
first there?
Yes.
I was
kinda
running
rolled
down the
well.
stairs. I suppose I will.
Okay, 15 to 19. 10 to 14.
14 bandits.
Okay. What do you got, Graven?
7.
Oh, boo!
What'd you get?
Great.
4.
No!
Honestly, it's literally just you two swaps, and everything else is exactly
All
the
right, so
same.
we got Erland, then
yeah,
Safira, then
bandits drop
Bandits,
down one.
then Graven, and Orba.
First.
All right.
Oh, here we
So
go.
you go dashing down the stairs. You get down a couple of steps, and starting to appear is the floor beneath. You start to see, at the bottom of this narrow staircase, kind of bookshelves start to come into view. There's a little bit of floor and then some bookshelves. So you take 1 step down, 2 step down, running as fast as you can. And as soon as these bookshelves come into view, you can start to see 2 arrows sticking out from either side of one bookshelf, and the footsteps are heard, and 2 people turn around and with held actions fire arrows as Erland's coming down the stairs.
Warding flare, if any.
Do you have to be able to see them?
Can't. Wish I could catch and throw back.
I could turn back time.
I could turn back.
Never played.
Get one of them.
If I could turn back.
I can also scoot.
Would you say that any of these look like trees?
Ooh, interesting. Yes, they do
Take
look
away
like
this.
trees.
Stride. Dirt. Can I like walls?
That sounds disgusting. Into view there.
Gotcha.
Great. So
Is there a threshold that we're crossing, like a door that looked opened?
there was no door. It was
Okay.
totally open. Great. So Erland comes down. So you get to the edge here. And where are my people? There.
Oh, they're dead. They're dead.
Oh, we did it. I like D&D again.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm back.
I'm back in.
I should not be the front lines here.
Well, you were
Those
the
look
one
like
that
big bad
sprinted
Well,
down.
yeah, because I have to be.
Okay. So 2 held arrows go flying out.
Let's find out.
Those are both gonna hit. 19 and 22 both to hit.
They both hit.
Ooh, that's nice. That's good. Let's start strong.
Let's whichever. I'm gonna see. I have to see what the damage is done on them.
Okay.
Before I do things.
Okay. The first arrow. That's not 6 piercing damage.
That gets reduced to nothing.
It reduces nothing. Great. First arrow goes and running down the stairs, catches it in his hand, and you just toss it to the side.
Yeah,
Great.
can't.
Toss it aside. And the next one was also a hit already, so you take 7 piercing damage.
Can I choose that one?
Oh, you little bitch.
So the second one clips Erland as he's running down. Great.
Okay.
So it's still your turn.
All right. I am going to get within melee range of both of them.
Great. You do so.
And nunchaku to the guy on the right.
There we go.
On your right there.
On my right there. This is gonna hit. 14 to hit.
14 hits.
There we go.
Great. That is 9 bludgeoning damage,
Great.
and then spinning it right back on the same guy.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Just roll for damage.
That's nothing. 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I am. Safira's next.
Yes.
I am Safira's next.
I am going to. Okay, yeah, let's try this. Let's try this. Maybe a bad idea. I am going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to use Spine Buffer.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
So
Yeah.
that goes up 2.
Like this.
How many feet of movement did I use?
Oh, God.
Actually?
Getting close to
20.
sepsis.
Great. Okay, so let me do my Constitution saving throw. I fail.
Okay. So Erland
Not there.
summons the sepsis energy
Sick.
within him, and the hairs on his arms just stand up like porcupine spines, like up his arm.
Cute. It's my favorite thing.
And I am going to, if I've already used 20, I'm going to step back 20 feet.
Okay. 2 attacks of opportunity here.
Excellent.
They were holding bows, so they just have to try and whack you with the bow. They can't fire the bow
Okay.
at you. These are going to be improvised. That's a 12 to hit
Misses.
and a 17 to hit.
I already
This is not the one that you hit.
no, but I used a reaction on their held action. Is that my turn, or is that not my turn?
That was your turn because you were moving. That was your movement.
Okay.
And that was
Then the one that is 17 hits.
great. So that's just an improvised weapon. They're just gonna whack you there. You just take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so which guy was that hit me?
The one that you haven't damaged. So the one.
Okay, so the guy I have damage takes 1d. Should I read Spine Buffer?
Do it.
Yeah.
Hairs on your arms and necks, one of my sepsis powers. Hairs on your arms and necks harden into spines that fire out at would-be attackers. As a bonus action, you can activate Spine Buffer when an enemy within 5 feet of you makes an attack against you and misses. You deal 1d6 piercing damage to that creature. It lasts for 10 rounds. So I do 1d6 piercing damage to this guy.
One
Good
that
spiky
missed.
boy.
3.
Great. So some of those things, and as he sort of misses with the thing, and the spines come out. You can see in his eyes the surprise as he gets hit with these. He turns back, and just like a porcupine, there's like things sticking out the side of his face there, little thorns. How much damage was that? Sorry.
That was 3 piercing damage.
Great. Okay. So that was only so 20 would take you like back up to the top stair.
Okay, great. And I'm gonna quickly say, 2 archers at the foot of the stairs, 2 men digging behind them.
All right, then it's Safira and bandits.
All right.
Okay,
Safira.
I am going to. Can I kind of run behind Erland so that I can get in this spot? I want to still allow a place where, God damn it, where I can allow Graven to get through.
You guys can pass by each other in the hallway. It's like it's narrow, but as long as you don't
Because
end
if
your
I'm
turn in
stand-
someone's
if I
space.
were
We
to
know each
stand,
other's
like kind of where he is, right next to him. Can I? Do I have disadvantage on these guys?
No, you can't see them from there. You could, if you get down to here, you can then target them. So that's 5,
Okay.
10, 15,
And
20
how,
feet.
I'm 20 feet away from them there.
You're only 10 feet away from them. 5-foot squares. 5
Yeah, and I don't have very much room to go, do I? Okay.
to go where?
I mean, to get away from them.
You
I'm
go
gonna
back
go
up the stair.
ahead and since I'm in a small space, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Zephyr Strike,
Okay.
and
Famous
I'm
bad
going
small space.
to fire at the guy that Erland hit,
Okay.
which is who?
The one on your right.
Space.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at him first,
Okay.
and I'm probably just gonna take 2 shots.
This you are now concentrating also.
That's an
with the
18.
strike.
Yes,
That
that's
hits.
an 18 to hit.
Extra damage or anything?
It does if
If
I
you
ask to. I'm
activate
not
it,
doing
yep.
it right now.
Okay.
18 hits. Let's go for damage with Cleric.
Nice.
Ooh, it's 9, and he's already hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, +7, which I can't do in my
16.
head, but I'm sure you can.
Safira, in a blur with her Zephyr Strike, quickly down the stairs, and they're clearly like reaching to their quivers for other arrows. And just as he's doing so, you come down, fire the arrow, and duck back.
Okay. Yeah. And since I'm
he's
gonna
down.
just take another. Oh, he's down.
Hell yeah.
Oh, great. So thrilled with that. I'm gonna go ahead and take
And
a shot at
quickly-
this guy that's closest to me.
Go ahead.
Sick.
That is a 10.
So after the first one went down, the other guy leans back behind the bookcase and sticks into the bookcase there.
Okay, great. And since I'm down, I'm gonna try to put myself in a little bit more of a strategic spot by going into like.
Okay. To run that way, you would go by
Why do
him
you laugh?
for an attack of opportunity.
But that's why I cast Zephyr Strike.
Your movement does not provoke opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah, like all the way to the corner.
Just there is fine.
Okay.
I just want to be able to see those guys too.
So as you look around in this room, you can see there's a bunch of like shoulder height bookcases in this room. None of them go all the way up to the ceiling, and they're all stuffed full of
Okay.
ledgers, books, loose pieces of paper, records. So you can kind of like put your back up against it.
Am I
and you can,
noticing
like,
any of the
lean up.
mirrors that he was describing?
Give me a perception check.
Ooh, 130 man.
19.
19. On the opposite wall from where you are, it is mounted a very large horizontally oriented mirror. Just one on one of the walls.
Okay.
And if it wasn't so kind of streaked and smudged, it would kind of make the room feel more open.
Right.
Like it would give it a very open appearance. But it has all these kind of like finger smudges, marks all across it at the moment. And in addition to that, other than that along the walls, there's several portraits hanging. They look like mostly military scenes, battles, horses, like boats, ships, all kinds of things like that. So those are all hanging around a little.
Okay. All right, I'll stay there.
Okay.
Bandits.
Bandits. All right. So this one is going to pop up and fire at Safira here. 19. Well, that's just plus whatever. 23 to hit.
Ow.
That hits.
I'm assuming that.
It does. Ow.
Ooh, max damage. 10 piercing damage
Oh,
there.
goodness. I'm fine.
And you need to make a concentration save.
Yes, I do. Come on. Come on. Oh no. Where's my concentration?
It's just
Oh, it's just straight, isn't it?
Constitution save.
Constitution? Okay. 12.
12 saves. It's 10 or half the damage.
Oh,
So
12
yep.
saves,
So you
great.
save, and then he's gonna take a second shot here. 14 to hit.
14 hits.
14 hits. Fires the other one.
I almost said it misses, but that is my armor class.
Much less. 5 piercing
Ah,
damage.
yes.
On that one.
Okay.
Great. So he coming up over the top of the bookcases, fires a couple shots off there.
You have to make the save.
Another
again.
save.
Yep. You have to take. Yep. Another save there.
Okay. 16.
Great. You maintain concentration. So even with your back kind of the bookcase there, even taking a couple pelting shots, you focus on the Zephyr Strike and make sure that you don't lose your concentration. All right. The other two are going to the sort of pickaxe, tink, tink, and they're seeing the chaos behind them and throw their pickaxes to the side. 5, 10, 5, 10. And the one of them here, this taller one here, brings out his wrist, pulls the leather down to his arm, and you see the kind of flash of the crystal.
We'll see. Might.
Throws a few magic missiles out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's alright, it's alright.
7 force damage.
Okay. I'm
the number
okay.
of
I'm
missiles.
fine.
Yeah, she's
We're
fine.
You have more than me.
I still have more HP than you.
But you're surrounded.
And then the other one here is going to take out a very small sort of hand crossbow that's on his hip there. That seems to be his weapon of choice. And he just looks over, fires one. 11 to hit.
That misses.
So finally, Safira takes a number of hits, and she just pulls herself all the way down to the floor to get as low as she possibly can. And you hear the little crossbow bolt stick in the opposite wall. Okay, that's it. Bandits are done.
Graven.
Run down the stairs. How close can I
5,
get?
10, 15, 20, 25 puts you there.
And then they're all within 30 of me.
Yeah.
Making my way down, pulling my symbol out. Dios Regan Kuner! And like, channel divinity.
All the books and things in the room kind of loose leaf paper floating around.
Radiance of
fluttering
the
around.
Dawn, which is they make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, 3 people here. Closest one to you, 17.
Saves.
This one closest to Safira, 6.
Fail.
And the other one, 13.
Fail.
Okay, so the back two both fail.
Okay,
The front
but
one's
the other one will take half on the
Yep.
save of my 2d10 plus 5, which is 9, 14. So 14, 14, and 7.
7, 7, 14, great.
Um,
Okay. And it's sort of unprepared for how many people are coming down the stairs. That one is like reloading his little hand crossbow and the light like pours over him and he gets knocked back a little bit to the wall.
do I have enough movement to get into the face of the bow?
You've used 25. You have 5 feet of movement.
So is he holding a bow? I
Yep.
can get in his face? I'll do that.
Okay.
Alright, it's Orba.
Yep.
So she's gonna head down and get like right behind Graven.
5, 10, 15,
Dug your own
25.
grave
Alright.
down here.
She kind of wants to evaluate, like, how. Besides the walls having things stored on them, is there any like tables and stuff holding documents like out on the floor?
No tables, no chairs. It's all like bookcases.
Okay, just on the surrounding walls, nothing.
No, there's some
Pile.
like I said, they're kind of popping up between them. There's like ones in the room as well. Like
And but nobody's undercover for what I can see right now.
no, they're all in the open at the moment.
What are you
Alright.
thinking?
I don't know. For now. No, I was thinking Dragon's Breath. I know. So, I was gonna take one quick look around. I'm feeling a little hesitant to deal damage to like the exterior of this building because we don't know what we're looking for yet. She's gonna go ahead and just cast slow again.
Okay, that's gonna catch all 3.
Yeah.
It's a what kind of save?
It's gonna be a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Oop, drop them on. So we're gonna do the same order. So one closest to Graven, then Safira, then the last one. Natural 1, closest to Graven, 19
Saves.
and 11.
Fails.
So this is the only one that succeeded.
Okay, great. And then I am concentrating.
You are concentrating.
So it's the guy that's stibby stabby.
This guy saved. He was the one who shot magic missiles off at
He's
Safira.
the spellcaster. Shit. Okay.
So once again, sort of a little somatic motion, some verbal, and the room just comes to a slowing crawl. And the guy that's here, sort of that shot off the magic missiles, kind of looks to his left and sees his companion like.
I guess I'll take 5 feet back just to be safe.
Okay, you're kind of back up. Well,
Yeah.
you're at kind of the base there, but I'll keep you there.
She's gonna look to Erland if she can see him at the
You
top
can.
of the stairs. Fucking get them. That's gonna be my turn.
Erland.
Gives her a silent nod and sprints down the stairs.
I want to get.
15 gets you.
I want to get in between all. I want to get within melee range of all of them.
20, or sorry, 5, 15, 20, 25. puts you
Great,
there.
within melee range of all of them. Which guy's looking the worst right now?
You weren't here watching. Give me a perception check.
11.
11. 2 of them. One's significantly more hurt than the other. This one looks the most hurt.
All right.
The one closest to Graven.
Having already seen that guy, I'm gonna nunchuck you to the back of him because he's focusing on Graven. Oh, you have slow on them too. Sick, right?
That guy's
Yeah,
slowed
mine
too
is
as
too.
well.
Slow. This
Okay,
one
great.
is not slow.
It's 24.
That hits.
Nice.
Damn.
7 bludgeoning damage. Spinning the nunchaku back on the same guy. 17 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then following up with a knee again. Fuck. 11 to hit.
That misses.
Mine
Okay.
is 2
Even with the slow. Yeah.
Okay, and then.
Oh, they don't take reactions now.
2 of them don't take reactions.
Oh, okay.
But it's the wizard.
I'm going to step back so I'm still in melee range of this guy, but I get out of melee range of this guy.
Okay.
Does he take an?
He does not.
Oh, he chooses not to. What a bastard. Interesting.
That is
My turn.
Okay. Safira.
I'm gonna go ahead and give myself advantage on this
Okay.
attack and the extra force damage that will come with that.
Who is
and I'm
your-
gonna go ahead and fire it at the magic user.
Okay.
The guy who shoots the missiles.
guy?
Yes, that one. Oh my god.
Advantage.
Oh, an advantage. I forgot about advantage. Oh, it's a natural 20.
There you go.
Oh,
You're gonna double the bow roll, the force damage,
Yes!
and the Colossus Slayer.
wait.
Magic user.
Yeah.
Oh,
so you're
baby.
doubling what?
All rolled dice are doubled. So you're doubling the roll for the bow, the
And he's
roll for the force damage for Zephyr Strike, and the Colossus
Okay,
Slayer.
so roll. Okay.
It's gonna be like that.
So I rolled a 3, so that doubles to 6 before I add the. Or no, does it?
Before you add the thing.
Okay, so it's 6 plus 3, so it's 9.
So 9, yeah.
Right.
And
Now
then
for the force damage
for the
from
force
Zephyr
damage
Strike.
from Zephyr, that's 6.
12.
So 12.
12.
12.
And then the last thing is Colossus. Oh, that's just 1.
1, so 23 total damage.
Yeah.
Great.
You jumped double Colossus.
Sort of purple energy swirling around the arrow as she draws the bow. And this purple streak kind of goes across the room.
Awesome.
Hits him in the chest, and he gets pushed back. He sort of bangs up against the wall. A little disoriented and dazed. You can see him kind of, the room spinning a little bit around his head. He is not down, but he looks
Okay, great. Well, I'm going to hit him again.
tough. All right, go ahead and give me another attack.
Are
roll.
you, though?
This one is not with
No, it's
with
not with
advantage.
advantage.
Yeah.
Can I? I'm not going to do it.
Oh.
That's a
The dice
natural
giveth.
1.
And you're so confident you line up the next shot, and he's not even trying to avoid it, but he like slumps down a little bit, and
Yeah,
the arrow
okay.
sticks into the wall above his head and
God.
looks up.
Man.
Okay.
That 20 was cool.
I
Yeah,
am going to use my
it was.
movement, I think,
Okay.
to go ahead and. Can I get. Oh, no. Can I get all the way over there? Or,
10, 15, 20, 25, 30 now.
no, I,
Oh,
no,
you
I
have
think I can
30
with
extra
Zephyr.
move. You have extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
She could also. Yeah, go.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get over there.
Great. Yes. Okay. Quickly across the room as you're running by, you're moving so quickly that again some of the pieces of paper kind of
Oh,
behind
sick.
you. Okay. Anything else? Great.
Nope.
The bandits. So this guy just didn't quite finish him off. The guy with the bracer sort of leans forward off the wall. Winds up another, and feeling that he might sort of be in his last hurrah here, he's going to fire off a second-level magic missile. That's Safira there.
Yeah. But I moved. My plan was foolproof. I scooted over
there
30
now.
feet.
4, 6, 9 force damage.
Okay.
These missiles one at a time going out,
Yeah.
hitting you in the back as you're sort of moving into the corner of the room there. Great, so that was his attack.
Wait, is that right? Let's do that right?
This one guy who has the bow that's between Graven and Erland, just like the others, tosses the bow, takes out a little dagger, and with the last sort of bit of strength that he has, he's gonna go for Graven a couple times.
Wait,
For me. Go for me.
Twice.
it's just, is it the guy that
Oh,
is
yes,
slowed?
he is slowed. So
Okay,
just
so-
once, yes. He goes in for one and then slows down. 14 to hit?
Miss.
Hits the side of the shield there. And this other slowed guy with the hand crossbow cocks it, and Erland's really the only one who can see. He's gonna fire at you. 15 to hit.
Misses.
Great.
Nice.
And with his slowed, fires off and sticks in the side of the room. Okay, that's it.
All right,
That's all they
Graven.
got. He's gonna move into the corner there, but other than that, back to. Okay.
Clanging away the dagger, I'm gonna whip Volrag around and try to clock this guy in the head that's right in front of me.
Attack roll.
It's not advantage. He just gets a less
penalty
DC.
to his AC,
Okay,
yeah.
so I get my +5 to my natural 20.
Nice.
Here we
I
go.
will double this die, which is a 5, 10 plus
Oh.
2, so 12 bludgeoning on
All bludgeoning
that
damage.
gentleman.
Graven swings in Volrog and with a nice uppercut hits him on the chin, and with Graven's strength and the low ceiling of this room, on the top of the ceiling there, and he comes down to the ground. You may roll your.
These deaths are brutal.
Come on.
Oh, so close.
Not quite. 8.
So once again, swirling energy, but just isn't able to catch with the life essence that you've drained from this guy.
With my bonus action, I am going to whip up a spiritual weapon and make another mace, a glowing one, and you got it, right in front of our magic user there. It's going to be at a 3rd level, so I don't have any 2nd level left. And it is going to make a attack roll.
Great. Floating spectral mace appears.
As a bonus action, move it. No, bonus action, cast it. When you cast, make a melee spell attack against a creature. So I get my.
What was you used? Great. Okay, good. You can't make 2 leveled spells in a turn.
No, yeah.
Yep.
It was-
So we're good. We're good.
Yeah, I used my.
That was a melee attack. Yep. That's just what I was checking.
That is a 13 to hit.
13. He does not have the AC reduction, so that does not hit.
Farce. That is a farce.
So the spectral mace appears in front of him. You sense that because this guy a little familiarity with magic, he sees it appearing in front of him and immediately kind of gets into a defensive position, dodges out of the way of the mace.
It's still there. It's not even concentration. What a cool spell. Yep, that's it.
Okay, Orba.
All right, Orba's gonna take steps down to get a look at the room again. How does the guy that's slowed look?
Let me roll for him. 'Cause
Oh,
he
yeah,
gets to roll at the
sorry.
end of his turn. That's a failure. That's a 9. So he is still slow. The guy in the corner, both of them look injured significantly. I mean, this one, he's injured more, but
Okay, again, Orba's just got this laser focus. She's gonna pull out her dagger and just kind of walk straight toward that guy, like
which one? This one?
the shield, yeah, with the slow.
Oh.
And she's just gonna go for like right in his kidney.
Make an attack roll.
Little stab. So I don't have dagger on my level 5, but I'm assuming it doesn't change from my level 4. It's just a +3 to hit. I haven't changed any of those stats.
It should be, yeah, so it's going to be your D20 plus your proficiency plus your strength modifier.
Oh, I get my proficiency?
Yep.
Plus
You're
my-
proficient with simple weapons. Which
Okay, so I'm proficient +3 now, so total +2.
And actually, you can choose a dex modifier. Dagger's a finesse weapon, so you can choose your dex modifier instead.
Oh, okay, so that's like a 22 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Roll for damage.
Right? And
Yes.
then damage is just 1d4
Plus
1.
your dex modifier.
Plus my dex, yeah.
Yeah,
1.
because again, finesse weapon.
Great. 1d4 plus 1. Non-lethal, I'm so sorry. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I was so angry.
Okay.
2 damage.
2 damage. Stab him just underneath the armor there. Just as he's trying to like bring his arm down to block it, you get right underneath the gut there. Doesn't break him down.
Okay. She's gonna... I had 5 feet of movement left. She's gonna go around that corner and hug the wall with Safira.
Okay. He's gonna make an attack of opportunity there.
He's slowed.
You're right. He's not. He's gonna try, but it won't work.
I can't move diagonal on that corner.
Sure.
They can't make attacks of opportunities.
Waste of a spine.
Orba's gonna get to the back and look at Safira and...
Non-lethal. Let's get one.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, Erland.
Erland's going to, thinking it's strange that Orba went to stab that guy. I'm going to, actually, fuck that. I'm gonna go for the magic user. I'm gonna step over to the magic. Yeah. Weeping.
Pass by Graven's sort of floating spectral mace there on your
Yeah,
left.
sort of going to the other side of it. Gonna go nunchaku sort of at his body this time.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Dirty 20 to hit.
20. That hits. Roll for
9 bludgeoning.
9
Buffering.
bludgeoning damage. And he seems to be like just hanging on here in the corner.
Oh, buddy,
And then
come
spinning the
on.
nunchaku around once more.
Come on.
Oh fuck, he's not slowed. 12 to hit.
12 misses. Clanks off as he just sort of ducks down at the last
Buddy.
moment.
Going up for a high kick with the last
Just
attack.
die, buddy. Just die.
15 to hit.
15 to hit, and not having taken his reaction before, a shield comes up, and your knee clangs off of a sort of animated shield in front of him there. You bring your knee back down, and he brings his hand down.
Oh, he's a fighter.
Okay. I'm going to. That was a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Do a.
Get away.
Matter. No, but I don't want
Let
to
me
get
in.
away.
Let me in.
I'm gonna
get
shimmy there so that Graven has a way in. No, you didn't. All
So,
right.
you know what? I'll scoot over.
That's my turn.
Okay, Safira.
Okay, hearing what Orba said, I'm gonna kind of acknowledge her, but I'm gonna look at the magic user who's still up,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at him.
Okay, you might have to move out a little bit, but you can still get it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's 25 to
I will hit. Roll for damage.
It should do it.
Don't think it's possible to not.
7.
7, yeah. Fires off the arrow, and this guy, after bringing up the shield to block Erland's, you see the shield come down, and he's sort of smiling a little bit, having just lasted that last attack, and then through one cheek,
Yes.
and out the other.
Oh,
Yes.
And then seeing him go down, I'm gonna go up, and I'm gonna just try to whack this guy. I'm
Okay, so
going
this is
in
an
for, like, a
improvised
hook.
attack, or are you doing a? You can either try and whack him with your bow, or
Well,
just
I guess
punch
my
him.
bow is in my hand,
It's an
so I'll
improvised
just
weapon.
try to
Sure.
whack it.
D20 plus proficiency plus strength.
this is gonna be
For an
non-lethal.
improvised weapon.
Yes, it's non-lethal. Sorry, that's why I'm whacking him and not hitting
Sure.
him. So sorry.
Whacking him.
Wait, sorry. So it's D20, which is plus what?
D20 plus proficiency plus
It
strength.
hits. It's a 19.
9, great.
yeah,
That will
so
hit.
20.
Roll for damage. It's just a 1d4 plus
1d4.
strength.
Okay, that's a D6. This is a D4. That is what is my strength. It's not very strong. You do, I guess. One. Okay, that's just a 2.
2. Hit him with the side of your bow. Face hits the side of the wall. And I need you to do your
Oh
okay.
shit, you got
You're gonna roll a d20.
okay.
The difficulty, it was 2 damage, so the difficulty is 7. You need to roll a 7 or better to
higher.
knock him out
pretty good.
instead of killing him.
Be better than me.
14.
And for the second time, not a kill. But let's see how you do it.
Ripping my bow off my back after I get that guy down, I'm just gonna reach up and whack him as hard as I can across the head,
Right.
and wait until I see him sink. to kind of like, as soon as he goes down, I want to like put his hands behind his back, pat his whole person down, like make sure I can find anything that's on him if he has anything. I doubt he does, but we'll see.
And in a flurry of activity, hits him, immediately goes, he's still sinking to the ground and you're patting down his body.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check there.
Okay. That's 15.
15, quickly patting him down, and just as he's sinking, you feel something that's like in his pocket that's like feels like metal or something.
Okay.
And you grab and you reach into a pocket and pull out what looks like a cell key to the upper level cells there. That's
Sick.
Have we seen any doors down here at all? Other than like any
there was
doors
doors
that
between the rooms?
any in this basement area, like in the records room for his key.
No. What
For
do you-
Jack, the key that Jack had to the records room.
No, not as far as you can tell. It's possible that it was the door.
The door at the top.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
office,
see, I see.
possibly.
Yeah.
Not sure, but
Okay,
yes,
and
nothing
then-
in this room.
Kind of frustrated that I haven't found anything other than something sad. I'm gonna go to the mirror, and can I
Okay.
immediately start to clean off the mirror?
You can start to do that. Yeah, now that you guys have a moment to quickly look around. You're in this sort of room, this records room, and for all the fuss that's been made about the outpost, you kind of half expected to find some hidden treasure trove down here, relics among the records and secrets laid bare, like an ancient library just unearthed. But instead, you find this cramped little room. Few rows of shoulder-high bookcases, stuffed to their capacity, ledgers, papers, tomes. There's no discernible organization by size or color. There's no labels along the spines, so that locating any kind of specific text seems like it would be a nightmare unless you know exactly what you're looking for. Mounted on the south wall that Safira is running over to is that horizontally oriented mirror, streaked and smudged, looks filthy. She's starting to wipe it down with her sort of sleeve there. And if the young soldier Jack had cleaned in here recently, he would be supremely irritated as its current state. The stone floor is filthy with piles of rubble, dirt, stone. It's clear that buckets have been dragged across the floor and then upstairs to deposit whatever they've been digging out. Dirty pickaxes and shovels are resting against the furniture. And finally, at this far wall that Erland's right next to at the moment, there's a sizable hole carved into the wall, just big enough for someone to maybe crawl through. And it's hard to tell immediately if it leads anywhere or if it never reached its destination. You peek in and it's just tunnel at the moment. It doesn't look like there's an opening on the other end of it. And right next to this hole, closer inspection of like just the area around you, so you're looking at the wall kind of behind you, you see what looks like a bookcase that's been toppled over. So there was a bookcase up against the wall and somebody grabbed it and pulled it down to the ground. And the spot on the wall that used to be covered by the bookcase has a metal door on it that had clearly been intentionally obscured by this bookcase. You don't know how these people necessarily knew about it. You don't know if the people at the outpost knew about it. By the like line on the wall that looks like, you know, clean and dirt, it looks like this has not been moved in a long time. This bookcase that had been blocking the wall here. On this metal door, it has no handle, no latch, no lock, no keyhole. It's just flat with 2 rows of metal dials. The top row has 12 little dials, all in a line. And the bottom row has 11 little dials, all in a line. It's almost like a combination lock.
Rough.
Except, instead of numbers, it has letters. It looks very much like this.
Awesome.
And that door is closed.
This door is completely shut.
And it's right behind you.
It's to your right, if you're looking at the hole in the wall.
The hole that they were digging.
Yes, it was right
Doors
next
on
to
the
it.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, on the same wall. So it seems
Yep.
like they're digging like past it to go in.
Possibly.
Brute forcing, baby.
So let me go ahead and move some of this shit so I can bring this up.
12 and 11.
I don't know
Yep,
letters.
12 dials up top
11 on the
and 11 on the bottom.
They all have.
So the dials have each letter of the alphabet, and in addition to each letter of the alphabet, it does look like there's an empty space between the A and the Z as it loops back around. This one's currently on that sort of empty space there. So the door, as you look a little closer to it, it also looks like it's been maybe singed, and there's little indentations in it maybe. Possibly they tried to break it down, bang on it, shoot at it, whatever, you know. So clearly there was some attempt at a forced entry through the door that did not work as far as you could tell. So that's what you see.
As people are investigating, Orba's gonna get to the center of the room to get everybody's attention. And
Do we need to send 2 people out to the barn and just make sure it's clear before we get...
Yes, I'll go. I'll also see if there's anything, see what the heavy object they deposited was.
Go with you.
All right. Graven and Erland.
We stay here.
Graven quickly up the stairs.
Orba's gonna sit.
I'm gonna detect magic. It's gonna take some time.
I'm gonna tie him up
Yes.
and take any weapons off him.
Yes.
Should I try to stabilize him so that we can talk?
Well, I don't want him to be awake quite yet. Maybe after we
Maybe
get
later.
the puzzle solved, but yes.
Right. Okay. And I'm gonna go over to the guy.
Okay.
And I want to strip him.
Okay. You pull everything off.
Yeah. I mean, I
all grown up
don't like I don't want him to have anything that I want to check his mouth. I know this is weird. I want to make sure he has no like weapons or like I know this is
Cyanide cat.
yeah yeah. I know that's stupid.
No,
I mean, no, not for these fucking
Or
guys.
you're detecting magic in the room. So as Orba's kind of sitting there detecting magic in the room, you like pop open an eye at the moment. Safira's like pulling it off. You see her reach in and pull his teeth like up and apart so she can like look into his mouth.
And I'm doing it in a way that I'm like, I want to hurt him a little bit. I want him to wake up and
Don't
be like, why is my
kill
mouth sore?
Roughly
That's what I
sort of
want.
pushing him around. Open. You see no
with my mouth
tattoos, no markings, nothing inside his mouth. Body completely clear of any kind of insignia, indication, nothing at all. Totally clear.
Okay, I want to make sure that he's bound at his feet.
Sure. Do you have rope on you?
I think I have a climber's kit. Maybe.
Sure, there's rope in there. Yeah.
I might not have that on me. That might be in my saddlebag.
I have a
If it's not, is there anything
Do people
around?
have that rope on you?
Yes.
We can say that they
Okay.
passed it off.
So then I'm gonna go ahead and make sure he's bound at his wrists, behind his back.
Hogtied, baby.
He's gonna be bound at his ankles.
Okay.
I want him to be gagged, and he's gonna be blindfolded.
Okay. What are you using to gag and blindfold?
Fucker. I'm gonna use the knotted rope,
own underwear.
so tight, like a mean fucking gag,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna have like a ripped piece of cloth off of his clothing,
All right.
and then tear
See
it.
Safira manhandling this guy in the corner, just pushing, pulling, getting him into a sort of fully restrained position. I will also say, we sort of breezed over it a little bit. Give me a perception check as you went over to the mirror and
Oh,
cleaning
yes.
it. It's
Okay.
okay. We'll lump that all together.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Great. So you start to, we'll reverse them. After you tied him up, you go over to the mirror and you start to, because you heard Jack mention that there was something about the mirror that seemed off. You start to sort of clean some of the smudges. And you look at the mirror, and as you're cleaning it, doing a pretty good job. It starts to get a little clearer. Room starts to look like it's kind of opening up. There are lamps in here that the bandits were using, sort of reflecting the light. It starts to sparkle off of the mirror a little bit. There's something that catches your eye simply because it looks like you tried to clean a smudge and it didn't clean. Like part of it you clean and you're like, oh, that looks clear. I can see the reflection. You get to another part, you rub it again. And you look a little closer and it's not actually smudged. It's that the reflection itself seems distorted.
Ah.
Two of
Where?
the paintings in the room that are on the opposite wall, so this mirror is reflecting the paintings on the opposite wall.
Yeah.
Two of the paintings are like jumbled. Like they don't look right. They look distorted or something. And you look at the distorted picture and then you look around to the backside. Paintings seem totally fine. Nothing unusual about the paintings at all. They seem, the two paintings that look distorted when you look in the mirror.
Oh my god.
Super cool. No way. Don't
Matt did full oil painting.
don't do oil paintings ready to go.
No way.
That is one of them. So I'll show this one. Actually, take this. I have a couple of these because I thought I'd put one on them.
Yeah.
I'll do a big zoom.
That said foot revenge.
Foot revenge.
Foot revenge.
You can zoom in a little bit there.
Revenge of the Foot Clan.
I got you.
Great.
Teenage Mutant Ninja.
So one of the paintings you see is of this sort of scene of a naval battle going on.
I'm assuming this text is on the
The text is on the painting. So it says Fort Revenge. As you look at the painting, it says Fort Revenge there on the top. And you look into the mirror, the weird distorted version of the image has no text on it. There is no text at all. You look a little closer. This is the weird, distorted version
Oh.
that you see in the mirror. It has no text, and it's been jumbled
Oh my
up.
god. Okay.
Oh my god.
That's one of the paintings.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, okay. I got it.
You see another painting.
I can't see it.
One, please, one
you
each
get
for
it.
each table.
Yes, okay.
This one says Oaken Brim.
Oh.
And it looks like a foot battle. Some soldiers battling, sort of hand-to-hand combat.
Multi-layered puzzle.
No, I know.
You look back in the mirror. And there's a distorted image.
Okay.
You guys need to turn those over. You haven't seen them yet.
Oh, okay.
So there's for each one, every time you look in the mirror, it looks once again smudged, jumbled, sort
Okay.
of put together in a weird composition. And then you look back and it looks completely
And
normal.
looking at the mirror again,
Mhm.
if I were to try to take it off the wall,
The mirror's like pretty on the wall. It
It's
doesn't
on
feel
the
like
wall.
just hung. It's like bolted to the wall. Yeah.
okay. Can I go over to the? I'm gonna go over to the Fort Revenge
Okay.
painting.
Sure.
Can I try to take that one off the wall?
Yes. It's
Great.
just hanging there.
Okay, so I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna kind of hold it to the mirror.
Give me a perception check.
Fuck you, 5.
5. Okay. Nothing different about it. You can hold it up to the mirror and clearly look at it, look in the mirror, look at it, look at the mirror, and it's a physical copy is totally normal.
Okay.
Weird and jumbled in the mirror.
Great. Then I want to try to. I'm going to take that painting and to like denote that this is one of the ones that is affected.
Okay.
I'm going to put it sort of down by the mirror.
Sure.
And then like rest it carefully. And then I'm going to go to the other. Actually, I'm going to go to another painting in the room that is not one of the ones that I've seen.
There's a couple. There's a one that's like a number of horses that are sort of galloping. There's
Right.
one that looks like two men sort of in a gentleman's duel, like a fencing turn. Like
I'll
sort of-
take the fencing one.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to take it off the wall.
Sure.
Can I do it?
Yep, that's light.
And then I'm going to
Important.
hold it up to the mirror and see if anything is different.
Perfect reflection.
Okay. I'm going to try this since she's still ritually casting,
You
right?
have a moment.
So I'm going to go ahead and try this with any other paintings in the room. And
You can try each one. Yep.
other than
Every single one except for the two, the Oaken Brim and Fort Revenge. Those are the only two.
so
that
I'll
are
make two
distorted.
piles then. Okay, so these ones are
This one
effective.
sucks. This one is good. Great. So,
So-
as this is all happening, we're going upstairs briefly for a moment. Graven and Erland, you go up. That door on the right is sort of a wooden door, and
Give it a listen first before I
Great, give me a
open.
perception check.
9.
9. No noise in there, as far as you can tell.
Quietly open it up.
Open the door inside. There's a few sort of sectioned off what look like they would hold. There's no horses in here, but stables for horses. It's totally empty as far as you can tell.
Okay, it sounded like the.
He said there was a heavy object that was dropped in here, so
Start like I assume there's hay on the ground.
There's hay. There's
Sort
sort
of
of you can look inside each of the little compartments.
sort of start rummaging through, try and find a heavy object.
Give me both investigation checks.
15.
31.
And Erland, on the second one on your right, behind kind of a clump of hay, it looks sort of haphazardly disguised. It didn't look like they tried all that hard. Is a large portable ram that has sort of handles on both sides.
We got the ramp back.
Back in my
It's not our
life.
ramp.
It looks like the same ram.
Oh my god, our ramp.
They've been to the genie temple.
100 chapters later.
Seriously.
Erland hugs it.
You do
No.
always come back.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This could be useful.
Are you going to carry it?
I can put it on my horse.
Are you going to carry it?
My horse can carry it. I can carry it to my. Oh,
Just give it
I'll
to
give him
me.
the portable ram.
Okay, it's an oversized object.
is,
you have
yeah.
to hold it like in your hand.
Well, perhaps we.
I don't have the maul with me, so I can't wear it. Can I?
No, because it's oversized. It's not large.
Well, obviously it's not going to work on the door down there, so we should just take it with us. All right, back down.
But you want to look around a little bit more, see if there's anything else in here. Other than like,
I will have said
Oh,
in your
yeah.
investigation that you guys looked through.
Okay.
The stables are not very big. There's stalls for like 8 horses, and all of them are empty.
This was all that was here. I think back downstairs, see if they've made any progress.
all right.
Head back downstairs.
By this time, Orba has finished her ritual casting of Detect Magic. Couple things. You look over at the mirror that you saw Safira walk over to at one point, glowing with divination magic. You look around the room, and Safira has made a couple piles of paintings. Last time your eyes were closed, paintings were on the wall. Now they're open. There's 2 piles of
I'm
paintings.
redecorating.
One pile of paintings, no magic going off at all, and then a pile of 2 portraits that are glowing with illusion magic. The 2 that she set aside. And in addition to that, the door with the dials that you saw Erland inspect earlier has sort of whiffs essence of abjuration magic. Those are the 3 bits of magic.
Okay.
That's like protection.
Yeah.
So Erland and Graven get back downstairs. You now see that Safira's made a couple piles of paintings on the floor.
You've redecorated.
Yeah. Okay. So this mirror that the kid was talking about,
Yes, magic.
it's magic.
Mm-hmm.
What sort?
Well, that makes sense because look at this. And I'm gonna hold up the Fort Revenge painting to the mirror. Look at the painting and then look at the mirror. I don't.
It's clear to everyone, distorted in the mirror. Graven, also give me a history check.
Oh my. Unbelievable. 2.
2.
Oh
You look
my
at the sort of Fort Revenge, doesn't kind of mean anything to you, but you see the distortion in the mirror.
And the same happens with this one. And I'm gonna hold up the other.
Give me another history check. She holds up the other one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
2 again.
Oh my god!
This one, Orba also give me a history check.
Okay.
Just for this one, not for the boat one.
Can't remember jack shit.
God, I can never read these dice. 13
Everybody
plus
blinks at it.
7, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Just simply through sifting through some of the books at the Halls of Transmutation, histories of some of the continents, you're not intimately familiar with what happened, but you recognize the title of Oaken Brim. The Battle of Oaken Brim is considered by many in Antisuyu to have been the beginning of the end for Emperor Pachacamac. The Oaken Brim is a sort of northwestern portion of the forest just outside of the capital city. It's a crucial access point to the largest shipyards on the west coast, and there was a very brutal and bloody battle there that was fought where the Broken Crown emerged victorious, and the Emperor was cut off from his navy, basically. So that was a big battle that marked the beginning of the end for Emperor Pachacamac, Battle of Oaken Brim.
So these were hanging in the spots on the wall, at certain spots on the wall?
Yes, and do I remember? I'm assuming where they were.
Yeah,
Or,
they were on the opposite wall. There's only a
All
couple
right,
spots.
so
I mean, I'll sort of indicate where they were.
can we put Fort Revenge here?
Okay.
and
Put
Oaken
it back
Brim
in its spot.
there. All right,
So,
a hunch here.
Yeah.
oh, go ahead.
So when I look in the mirror at the Fort Revenge one,
Yes.
it seems distorted in sort of a particular way that there are now 12 segments of it. And when I look in the Oaken Brim one, it seems distorted in a way that there are 11 segments on it. It seems like the pictures are perhaps reorganized. And if we were to organize the pictures in the distorted versions into the way that they're supposed to be presented, it would spell out something different. So, for example, in this first one, in the Fort Revenge one,
Yes.
the thing on the sort of segment on the far left side seems to be under the N letter. Do you see what I'm saying?
Quill, and parchment if you have it,
Oh,
Orba.
okay.
N. So N, do you see what I'm saying here?
Yes.
Yes.
So
I-
N seems to be the first letter of the 12-letter combo.
On the fort one.
On Fort, yes. So if you look
No.
at the distorted version
Not
of the
N.
Fort one. No.
No.
Yes.
No. E.
No, N.
Can I look at the painting?
Look at the
and
bottom
can they
of the
be
painting.
taken out of the
Yes.
glass that they're mounting?
Yeah, they're not even behind glass.
Oh,
they're
they're
in a
not?
frame,
They're in
but
a
you can
frame.
take them out of the frame. Yep.
I want to take the painting carefully out of
You
the
may.
frame, and I want to first of all check the back and see if there's anything written on the back of it. or,
Give me an investigation check.
Don't damage it.
I'll be careful. I'm trying to be
Yeah,
very gentle with it, so I don't investigation.
Yeah.
9.
Carefully run your hand across it. I mean, there isn't much where something could hide. You don't find anything.
Okay, and do I notice an artist's signature in the corner? Any?
Nope, no
Okay.
artist.
And
The only writing is the titles of them.
The driftwood at the bottom, Erland.
Okay. So here's
It's N.
You're doing it wrong.
No.
You're right. That is the N.
And that's the first one.
No. Look at the
Show me with
Can
your.
we do-
Show me on the
Do the
thing.
big camera and maybe
Sure.
have both like stacked.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's N.
F goes in the place of E is what I was saying before.
So I'm saying on the distorted one, if we were to reorganize it according to what is distorted in the mirror,
Well, yes, I think
it
that's
should
what we should
spell
try to
something
do.
out. So the first letter on the 12 combination is N.
All right. Yes.
Right. And while we're doing
I'm
this,
good at these.
so there's illusory magic in the paintings that look correct to us, the ones that are hung, not the reflection. There's illusory, so I'm thinking the jumbled up thing we're seeing in the mirror is
what's
its
really
true
there.
appearance.
Oh, what kind of magic is on the mirror?
Divination.
What would that do for the?
I believe it would show the true. Yeah.
Revealing magic. Yep. Identification.
My theory is, it would remove the illusory spell. So
Okay.
we're seeing the true version of it
So-
in the mirror.
N, then E,
And
then V,
okay, Is
then E,
never.
then I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Okay.
Then looks like R,
Never.
F,
and then no, a space,
space, and then F.
and then F, and then O.
Never forget.
Again, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but I think you're right.
It's a puzzle. I want to solve it.
Yes.
R,
What? FR?
F.
R, R,
No, it was F O.
F O R.
FOR.
And then where's this one? This one's down here. G. I think you're right, Tiefling.
Yep. There's only 2 letters left.
E. And then T. Never forget.
Great.
That's the 12. Never space forget.
Having heard that first half, is there any kind of Broken Crown common like phrase that they use or anything in regards to their victories or just like a proud phrase?
Do you know? Not that it comes to mind. No.
Okay.
All right. Next one. Do you want me to help?
E.
E? Okay.
B.
B.
No.
No.
E?
No.
What were you talking
Graven,
about,
can I
mate?
help you?
Safira's kind of
me
looking
help
at the
you.
mirror, then back at the painting. And
Safira's like,
no.
I thought
Oh, sorry.
that one goes. Oh, I see.
looking
You
for
start
the-
with this one.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Yes, so you need.
this
so
I.
it's actually I.
No.
Can you get the other guy up?
No.
It's
No.
not.
R.
No. It's.
It's not. It's you
Hold
look
on.
at
This one's much harder.
Look at the leg. So the
we
leg
have an
goes up
extra-
here.
A jumbled version of Oaken Brim.
Oh,
Extra?
no?
Not an extra.
I thought I had it.
We can use ours here.
Isn't that the jumbled one right on top there, Matt?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
I just
Look
wanted
at-
yours.
Look at the tops. I
look
think
at
the tops are more
yes,
distinct.
for this one, yes, I think you're right.
I think it is I.
I think that one.
It's an I, yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
I.
I.
I. It
Okay.
starts with
Then
I.
space.
Yes.
Space. Okay.
I space and then perhaps A.
Perhaps. Well, let's not do perhaps.
No, it looks like an A.
The
It's an
X,
A.
the
It's
X.
an A.
Let's
It's
be
A.
sure.
Okay.
Axe.
I'm the pointy-headed man.
They're all
No,
pointy-headed.
but this one specifically.
M.
Very point.
M.
I space A M.
You think it's? Oh yeah, that is M. It's the
Yes.
double heads. Yeah.
Okay.
Batch of cherries.
The guy yelling. Oh, he's on the far space. I am.
Space.
Okay.
B.
No, this one's.
B-R.
Yeah, this one's together. That's exactly.
I am broken.
B-R-O.
Wait, what do you mean? That those are together.
Together,
yes.
yes.
So it's
K-E-N.
space. It's the
Broken.
same.
And then those are together as well. I am. Never forget, I am broken. Does that remind you?
Well, broken crown.
Sounds
The-
like a
Yes. Does
broken
that sound like an old saying or something?
You wouldn't be familiar with that.
But one of these paintings, Oaken Brim, is a victorious moment in the war for the broken crown. So
Never forget I am broken.
that the crown is broken.
Does that fit in those dials?
All right. So Erland's gonna go to the 12 one and do what's the first one? Never forget.
Never.
So never space forget.
You want to bring that down there, Jordan, just so we
Oh,
can see
yeah,
what the
yeah.
dial looks like?
Is there any magic on this door, Tiefling?
Yes, there's abjuration, which is just warding, protection.
Will it fire something at me when I...
No, I
do the
believe it's
second
just the magic that opens the door with
All
the
right.
dials.
And
Those glyphs that we've come across would be a difference.
Second one, I'm doing I space am space broken.
One dial at a time. You hear the little clicks that are moving as Erland's moving his hand. Never forget, I am broken. When the last dial clicks into position, there's a heavy kind of as something falls into place inside the door. And after a moment, the heavy metal sheet just kind of drifts open. Just enough to get your fingers around the edge where you could pry it open.
Carefully now.
Careful. Is it a push or a pull?
It's a pull.
Gonna carefully.
It's heavy. You have to, as soon as you get a little bit, you have to grab the other side and kind of...
I'll go and help him if it looks like he's struggling.
Sure. Push it open. Inside is a rather surprisingly long hallway, maybe 20 feet. So if you're looking at the tunnel that they were digging, they still had a little ways to go before they would get to maybe the destination they were trying to get to. But more surprising than that is the fact that this tunnel is lined on all four sides with metal. It's clear that the possibility of someone tunneling in occurred to these people, and they had additional safety measures put into place. At the end of the hallway is a stone chamber that is somehow fully lit. There's an iron brazier with a very real-looking flame, but it's not filling the room with smoke. The light is enough to see 3 glass cases inside, each raised off of the ground by little pedestals that come up to about waist high. And the room is otherwise empty as far as you can tell.
What the hell is this place?
Empty pedestals?
No, 3 pedestals with little glass cases on top, and you can't see what's inside, but there's things inside.
Do you still have Detect Magic up, or
Yeah.
Yes, detect magic.
anything, Tiefling?
I guess I'll look down the hallway.
Nothing.
Orba's gonna take a second and...
Well, I think we know one thing about the Stitchers. They can't solve a fucking puzzle.
Bunch of fucking morons.
Erland's gonna
So
slowly
there could be more
start
traps,
making
or
his way,
puzzles, or
looking around for magical traps, glyphs.
You see nothing of the sort.
I want to get to the end of the hallway then.
You get into the room, it's very small. The only things in here, 3 pedestals, 3 little glass cases, cube in shape, and inside those 3 glass cases are 3 different items. The first glass case has a few pieces of parchment sitting on a little wooden stand, almost like a tiny easel. The top page you can read without touching the glass. Like if you get really, really close to it, you can read it, but it looks like it's multiple pages, and you can't read the other pages without, opening it up or picking it up inside. The first page reads, "My dearest son, I write to you now hanging my head with great shame, but please bear in mind that everything I've done was in the pursuit of one goal, to bring you safely back home. I know your sympathies lie with the Broken Crown and the rebellion, but my advisors bring me only disparaging news from the fronts. The rebels are pushing water uphill with a broom, and it is only a matter of time before the Emperor floods the valley. You begged me to use my hard-earned wealth to send much-needed supplies and weapons to a secret BC garrison along the Juk River. A critical position, you said. But critical to what? Critical to the prolonged drawing out of this pointless war. The Empire will stand, and you will be lucky to escape with your life." And that's the whole first page. In the second glass case, there is a very small portrait of an elven boy, maybe in his early teenage years. And the writing underneath seems to indicate that this is an adoption record of some kind.
Oh no.
It looks like there's a previous name and a new name. There's some sort of brief, small details about the adoption. The man's name, the boy's name, was Damien Quibella. Quibella, Damien Quibella. And he has now taken the name, it says formerly Damien Quibella, now to be known as Damien Mullifair. And some other little details that you can discern just looking at it. The adoption was apparently made official in Shashi. There's like from the offices of Shashi, blah, blah, blah. There's a few other small things. Nothing else that sort of gives you any details. So on the Isle of Shashi, this transaction or adoption took place. And in addition to that, it looks like it was, just judging by the date on the paper, it was about 20 years ago. So this child would be a full-grown adult at this point. And then it
When
also
he was adopted?
No,
Oh, no,
he's
you mean
now
now.
he would be an
Okay,
adult.
I was
20
like,
years
what?
ago, be after the War of
Still
Giants?
post-war, yes.
Oh,
Still
okay.
post-war. And in addition, and the last little detail is that it mentions something about the boy after his adoption being sent to Dillasoon. So Dillasoon, about 20 years ago, Damien Quabella becomes Damien Mullafair, adopted on Shashi, Isle of Shashi. The third glass case has a small, polished black stone that looks to be broken into 2 pieces, each with a jagged edge, with swirling, fine black granules inside it. Very similar to the rock that Graven had in his possession.
If I'm behind him, that's the first thing I'm going for.
Can I put my hand out? No one touch anything. No one touch anything.
They're all inside these little cube glass.
This
Hang on, I thought we said there was no magic here. Don't we want
We
this?
no.
Stop.
Hold on.
Still don't know if there's going to be traps or if lifting these will somehow damage whatever's in here.
this
Yes.
Okay.
is a message. If you put those halves together, we will hear a message.
What
Right.
if I...
But Orba's right, Graven.
Yes, no, here. What if I cast Mage Hand and try to connect the two with the single Mage Hand? Do you know how
Inside the glass?
Yes, do you know how the spell works? Would it be able to penetrate the glass?
Isn't it something...
Well, there's also a chance that. Look, there's a chance that we need to pick one of these. We need to work under the assumption that the other 2 will be destroyed if we look at one.
What? Why?
There's you detect no magic in this room.
Could be mechanical.
Doesn't detect mechanical.
Could be mechanical. It could be you remove the weight from one and the other 2 shrink down.
Well, perhaps if we're going to do this, we should try to take them all at once. If that's a concern, I mean, I think that's, maybe a valid concern. That's a bit...
Well, here's.
Wait.
we want all of these things, right?
Haven't you detected physical traps before? Am I misremembering?
Not today.
Okay.
It also might not be a trap. It might simply be a mechanism that. Look, these are.
Can I go around to the glass and I want to take a look at sort of the glass case itself and then also the floor sort of where it's going into. I want to see if I can't see any piping or like...
Call.
Give me an investigation check.
That's 11.
11. It looks like there's nothing sort of unusual about the pedestal, but you look underneath each of the items inside the glass case, and there's a very faint sort of square line around the little easel, around the little 2 pieces. So each one is a very faint little indentation of some kind. It's the only thing that you notice.
Well, I can see... It almost looks like there's a line around each of the objects, which perhaps, I suppose, could drop them into the ground? I don't know.
Well, look, these are.
I see.
Okay, so this is. Let's think here. This is a records room.
It was like indented, right?
Just a very small, fine indentation,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
That looks like it could open up.
From the War of Giants, correct?
Uh-huh.
So all the records in the sort of main area that everyone knows about are from the war. Is it the Broken Crown's records of people during the
Yes,
war?
it was the
Yes.
debts. It was people who owed them money.
And what is it
They
that
said that room contained those, but the room also contains just tons
Like
of clerical
records.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the mining claims, tons
Okay.
of stuff that's just like, we paid this person money, blah, blah, blah.
What is it that Massive wanted us to do here, specifically?
Well, specifically, he wanted us to figure out if there was a connection between the Broken Crown and the Stitchers. So, I
Stitchers
mean,
knew this was here. This is what they were after.
Yes.
I'm sure he would like to know that.
no, he
And
would
I'm sure
absolutely
would
like to know that. He would like to know the identity, too, of the fucking rat, which we killed upstairs.
I feel like he is not the head of the snake, as you would say.
No, he's not, but I'm just saying,
Is
it's all good information.
there a way, she's gonna look at Graven, you've met Massive, correct? You would be able to locate him with a spell and give him information. This seems...
Wait. Who? Orba?
No, Massive.
No, massive.
I have not
You've
met
not-
Massive.
You haven't met him, but you've seen him.
you've
You
seen
guys
him.
passed. You guys all saw him back in episode
A long time
3
ago
or
when he was
something.
picking me up.
Yes, he
Yeah.
signaled from the road. Actually, Erland was the one who went
Yeah.
and talked to him because he was wearing the cloak.
Yeah.
But yes, you all saw him. You're familiar.
Could I send to
I
him?
believe so. I think it just has to be someone you've seen up
shit.
in person.
But he has to send somebody to that kid.
Please.
Creature with who you are familiar. Yeah,
So,
you've been up
Ask
close
him.
enough to locate.
well, it's very limited.
Wait.
Okay.
Only a few words.
Yes.
Okay.
How many?
What do you want to say to him?
Well, it's your.
No, I understand, but what I'm saying is a few words is hardly going to get me very much. I mean, I suppose I could say,
Do you think he is familiar with these items? Like, should I ask him?
I
To
mean,
make a choice
no,
between the three.
Frankly, I think if he were familiar with what was down here, he would have let me know.
Yes, he
Right.
did not tell you that
He-
this was
like,
down here.
I don't believe taking the objects is the right idea. I believe after we maybe inform him of what this is or give him the general idea of what this is, we lock it back up and tell him to get reinforcements immediately here. Say something like,
Well, look, this is the problem. The reason that he sent me is because he's worried that there are spies in the Broken Crown.
of course, but I'm
It
sure-
has to be us.
I think we need to try and take one, if not all.
I think we
agree.
should see what Massive says first.
But how are we going to communicate? Do you want an adoption paper for Damien
no.
Molifair, a random note, or a sound message that we don't know what it says?
Do we think that this is from the Emperor?
The which? What are you
No.
pointing at?
The note, the
It could be.
multi-page note.
Look,
No, because
From the Emperor, no.
No, because it's a father saying, "You're asking me to fund your rebellion. Why would the emperor?"
Well,
be
but it
saying that?
seems like the father was funding parts of the rebellion, so that would be quite
That's what I mean. it
quite
wouldn't be
incriminating.
emperor,
Then what?
right?
either.
A great reason for a message to be under glass.
Look, whatever the shit is, it's obviously very valuable. They wouldn't have built a steel fucking tunnel
Of
around
course.
it.
So the question is, I suppose there are several possibilities here. It could be that when we take one, the other ones shoot down and don't come back up until we put the one back, so that perhaps they can't,
Or they're destroyed. Yeah.
or they're destroyed.
Could Mage Hand
I
hold
think-
one?
Or I mean,
Wait,
if
before
do
we
that.
do anything,
yeah.
could we at least take note, or you're very good at this, so maybe make a detailed description of each of these items, as much as we can gather from just this
transcribe the
information here.
letter and
And
describe.
then I think we make an attempt. And if we make an attempt to take one, I do think we make an attempt to take all of them. We try it all at once. If it works, great, we've got all items. If it doesn't, then we don't have
which
any of them.
one of us is the fastest, do we think, with our hands?
Not me.
If probably you, mate.
If we're going to do that approach, should I try and see if Mage Hand can at least initiate the egg, whatever it is?
You would have to do it in such a way that the weight doesn't change at all.
You think it's weight based?
I mean, if it's mechanical, yeah.
Well, weight based on the item, not on glass.
Do
like,
we? Sorry.
Like if you lift the glass, that is the triggering mechanism, not the shift in the item.
Where is the line that goes around?
It's
that?
around the item.
It's around
Is
the
there
item, not the
anything around
glass.
the glass at all?
Not that you can tell.
And the glass is what setting on the floor? Is it like a cloche? Could I lift it or like?
It's resting on the top of the pedestal. No one has tried to pick it up yet.
Okay.
And it's a square.
It's a
glass.
perfectly cube with an open bottom glass.
We don't know what's going to happen if we lift the glass, but based on the sort of plate underneath all of the objects, and given that it's not magical, my guess is that it's weight-based, and it's going to be extraordinarily hard, depending on how sensitive it is, for you to move two items together without applying any downward pressure.
Look, I think if we're going to hear the message that that stone has, then it's only going to happen if we get that rock out of the glass.
I think we position three of us, three with the fastest hands, in front of each item.
We could lose all three items.
No,
you
it would
realize.
only trigger if one was lifted. Which means that whichever one is, if one of us were to jump the gun a little bit, that one would be in our hands and the other two would shoot down.
Someone as intelligent and crafty as to make this would punish someone for trying to cheat the system, and I do think that all
But
three
how would you
could.
do that with magic? For example, if I pick
You're not
one up,
doing it with magic. You're doing it with pressure. So if you lift all three at once,
It will trigger the others.
Yeah, we
Each
all
one will trigger the
three
other.
Right.
would have to grab it as quickly as
if-
possible, and we
Okay, so
might fail.
Is
Right, but
there
if-
a way to decide which of these three
Why?
things is the most important?
What's the problem with that?
No, because if it's mechanical, it
Yeah.
means that you have to reduce the weight of it in order for the others
Not
to
the
be
weight of the
triggered.
item. I'm saying, what if it's the glass? If you lift the glass,
Oh.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so we should lift one glass first.
No, because then that could also trigger. We don't know what's
Mate,
triggering.
listen,
the thing
I
to
don't
open.
think. I think we're
If
making
it's
this harder than it is.
If it's lifting the glass, say I lift one thing, and that's the trigger, the two
other
others
two
open up.
fall.
Or it could be if we grab one item, the other two open up. We don't know what's going to cause it to open.
I think that we should lift the glass on the stone because it's the one that we know the least about.
That's not a bad idea, but at least let's get a description of the items first.
try
But
to
before we do
description,
anything.
I understand
It'll
having.
be hearsay.
Yeah, that is not evidence.
Well,
in
it's
any way.
enough for Massive. He's gonna trust me. I mean, look, the information matters. Even just us having the information matters, right? If we remember it, that means something.
The last one is such an unknown. It could be a love letter. It could be nothing.
It's probably not a love
It's
letter
not
locked
nothing
in
if
this
it's
room.
down here.
I say,
Which one do you think is the most important? Safira, which one do you think is the most
Well, I say we go with the best bet. I would take the adoption papers.
All
I mean-
right. Let's take the adoption papers.
that is a clear.
I mean, the reason I would take it is because we know what it is. We know that it's useful. You know, that rock, we have no idea what that message could be. It's a bit more of an unknown.
Can
I
you
think we
cast
should still
Mage
try to
Hand
take all of them, but
to perhaps catch it or hold it. As he takes it off of the papers, could you perhaps grasp either the other papers or the stone at the same time
To secure it?
to secure it, if it's not a fiery end?
Yes, we would have to be quite coordinated.
I'm going to simply remove the glass from the Molifair one,
Okay.
and we
The
will
adoption
see
papers.
the adoption papers, and we will see what happens.
can I wait close to one of the other ones just in case something happens so I can try to grab it if it does start to fall?
No, because I'm willing. This is exactly what Orba
Okay,
said.
fine,
It's
fine,
that if
fine.
I don't think anything's going to happen with the glass, given that there's no mechanism underneath the glass. It seems.
You don't know where the mechanism is.
Can see it.
But look,
You can
let's-
see
that's
where
where
it
it
opens.
opens.
You
So-
don't know where the pressure gauge is.
how about this? We lift the glass on this one, and if nothing happens,
Have Mage Hand ready to catch the ball. The sphere.
Yeah, there's
All right.
two pieces, but
How close are they together? Are they up like
Just a couple inches apart.
adoption papers here.
I am doing it.
Mage Hand big enough to
Is it?
clasp?
Could I conceivably?
+3.
Yeah, me too.
if we're already trying to cheat the system, lift two glasses at once, try to catch both.
No,
Again,
because no.
that is-
If nothing moves when the glass comes out, we can talk about.
I think that's grotesquely
Look,
optimistic.
I don't understand. It seems like what we're risking is moving any of these three things is likely to trigger some kind of mechanism, right?
Yes.
Moving all of them at once could possibly trigger something different, but it seems unlikely. So what we're risking, what we're risking is losing some or all of these items, right? I think it's a matter of deciding which ones we want to lose.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
we're
what you
doing.
said. The Molifair one's the most important.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's lift the Molifair one.
Okay, so should we lift that one? I don't think there's much more of a risk to just doing it all at once.
Well,
but
I'm just lifting the glass.
okay, right. Just lift the
ready.
glass then. Be ready.
Okay, I am.
Is everyone ready?
I mean, no, but let's do this thing.
I'm gonna
please.
stand by the third one if she's at the sphere.
What are your at the pieces of the rock one?
Yes.
And Graven with big hands
I'm just
hovering
I'm
over
just
the
close.
papers.
I'm not
Okay.
touching
And-
it yet.
And Orba, like,
Okay, Erland, I need just one extra moment before you lift that to cast Mage Hand within the glass, just to make sure that it's there, and then lift. So as soon as you see the Mage Hand appear, that's your cue.
Because it has a casting time, so
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not going to be touching anything.
Yes, I just don't know if that's going to trigger anything else.
Is there enough room in that box for the egg and
she'll,
the hand?
can she cast it in a fist or well, I guess.
closed fist. To
Just
open
taking
it.
less space, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough room for the hand.
All right.
Oh, I still think we should message Massive. Ready? Okay. Orb's gonna tap her fingers together and cast Mage Hand.
The hand appears inside the case with the 2 stones there.
I said as soon as you see it, Erland.
Erland's gonna pick it up.
Erland grabs the glass and it's stuck to the pillar. The glass is not removable that way. But Orba has her spectral hand sitting in the case with the 2 pieces. Nothing has happened.
Erland, pick it up. I can't. It's stuck.
Are you okay?
We have to smash it.
Okay, we're gonna have to choose to smash it.
Okay, so then
All right, but this is good news. If you hold the egg,
One
pick it
minute
up,
duration on the mage hand.
hold it, pick it up, smash the glass on that one.
No. Put it together first, because then at least we can we can know what the
It's
message is.
probably going to put it together when she picks it up.
Also, again, duration 1 minute. If the message is longer than a minute, the hand's gonna disappear.
Yeah.
Okay, Erland's gonna... Erland's gonna smash the glass.
So just Erland smashing and
Go grab it!
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he's asking if you're smashing
yes,
another
is
one.
someone
No,
doing
no,
anything
no,
with
no,
the
not
third?
smashing it.
Okay, great.
Loosen your butthole, guys.
I can't.
You take 1 piercing damage and give me a sleight of hand check.
13.
13. Smashes the hand through, reaches for the paper, and a little bit of blood on your hands. You grab it, and at the same time, Orba grabs, and both the pieces of the rock kind of come together, not fitting together to sort of make the sound. And as the 2 of you grasp those objects, the last object falls through. You have the 2. You have the adoption papers and
Very quickly,
glass, get the glass.
smashing the glass for Orba, too.
Oh, for the mage. Yeah,
Yeah.
the mage hand's holding onto it. Break the glass there.
She's gonna grab both out of her.
2 out of 3. That's not as bad as I thought it would be. 2 out of 3.
I just.
Should have smashed it.
I
I
think we would
see.
have
I
lost it.
told you it could have been all at once. It doesn't matter.
We could have lost all of them.
Can you put that together?
Yeah, you want me to do it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Orba puts the 2 pieces together. And similar, I think it's
that was
just
better than I thought it
Graven
would
with
go.
the sensation from before. You hear words in your head. It's not like audible in the room. So it's sort of a telekinetic kind of thing, but everyone can hear it. As Graven experienced when he walked through Mukmu that one time.
Oh,
Seems to
no.
be like radius based. So anyone within a certain distance of the object can hear it. So you start to listen to the message. And once again, it has that kind of fading, sort of echoey, ethereal quality to it.
Was one of the best undercovers that the BC ever had. Traipsing around Pachacama like I owned a fucking place. Right under their noses the whole time. You know, it was me that fed the information about the Shade Assembly to the Emperor's advisors, right? Yeah, had a bunch of false correspondence get intercepted that seemed to suggest the operatives weren't so neutral after all. You see, because of their disgusting wealth in comparison to us plebs, it was obvious that the Empire was getting more use out of the Shade Assembly than we were. But we couldn't exactly stage an assault on Finlock Forest when we were already stretched thin, now could we? So I planted the seed that the operatives were siding with us, and those dumb fucks, they took that bait no problem. Pachacama could feel that he was starting to lose, and he was paranoid. Put together a special team, explosives experts, tasked them with blowing the fucking place up. It might have worked too, if it wasn't for little fucking Valka Lavinia ratting them out. Still, even though it all went fuck up, the relationship soured enough to even things up, so I call that a win. Oh, but if the Shade Assembly ever found out it was me behind it all, oh, I would be one dead fucking dwarf. Ah, fuck. This bottle's empty. Yeah, I was one of the...
Starts to play over again. It does, as you before. It repeats as long as the...
Do I recognize the voice?
You do not recognize the voice.
Do I recognize the voice?
You do not recognize the
Do I recognize the voice?
Nobody recognizes the voice. So, as you listen to the message, you recall, again, for some people who might have been joining us, Jillian told you the story about Valka Lavinia, who was an explosives expert during the war that actually was, for a time, a member of the Imperial forces. And he was hired, along with a few others, to exterminate Finlock Forest and the Shade Assembly, because in his sort of maybe paranoia, you're not sure, or desperation, he thought that the Shade Assembly, which is a self-proclaimed neutral party, he thought that they were siding with the rebellion. So he was like, we have to get rid of them, we have to destroy them. So he sent these people to destroy him. But Valka Lavinia maybe had a change of heart or saw an opportunity, and he told the Shade Assembly. You remember Jillian telling you this. He told them, and in exchange for that, they offered him asylum within the Shade Assembly, within Finlock Forest. So he was sort of granted a very special privilege that very few people are given within the walls of the Shade Assembly. So now you know that there was someone who fed this false information to Emperor Pachacamic or his advisors. So
That caused.
Holding the adoption papers, I'm going to start looking through the rest. Is there another page to
it's
it? or-
just the one page. That one only had one page. And these things, as you're already putting together, it all seems like very sensitive information that theoretically could be used to blackmail, influence, apply pressure as needed.
Right now we have it.
And it is currently in your possession. 2 out of 3 of them. So that's what you guys hear. In addition, and once again, you have the details, the change of the name to the Mullafair, Shashi, that he lives in Dillasoon, possibly.
Can I go to the third glass thing and smash it?
Sure.
And then if I look down, is there like a hole?
It is, and it is dark.
It's
You
a
don't
deep,
see
dark-
anything down. It disappears into darkness.
Orba.
Huh?
Long shot. But your mage hand can't go down there, can it?
I'm gonna pick
Go
up a
peek
pebble
down.
or something. Yes.
Little light.
Orba will follow it.
Tiny little light goes down, 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 down. The light just trickles away, hundreds of feet deep, possibly.
No.
Too deep.
Fuck.
So
Unless there's an animal that you think could climb down.
Right.
It's very, very
Can
far.
I look around for any signs of life in this little cave?
Oh, in here, this is just like a chamber. This is a man-made chamber. You
Right,
do
I
not see
figured that
any
there was
signs.
nothing alive. Okay, that's not a bad idea.
What sort of creature?
What if a mouse, obviously.
Can't climb a vertical.
It's like
Shoot.
basically, yeah, it's basically like a pipe.
Yeah, it totally could. Have you never seen mice do things? They
Like a
totally could.
steel pipe?
Oh, yeah, they absolutely could. Mice are tremendous climbers.
They are very good climbers.
Hundreds of feet on this metal.
I hope I'm not sending it to its death though. Like a spider or something. Could I talk to a spider? Is not
Could it
smart
pick
enough.
up the...
Multiple pieces of paper.
you're not able to locate the objects, are you?
Like an ant or something could pick up that stuff that's
Not right
a
now.
million
Okay.
times
Several,
its-
not several things of paper.
Keep asking me
I'm
to
sorry.
do things
I'm
that
sorry.
are hard for me to prepare.
Insects don't always count as beasts.
big enough buck.
Like a spider that was that isn't just like a wall spider. That's
Oh,
like
we
a,
need like a bat.
yeah. You need like a more sort of larger evolved species.
Okay,
So
can I-
possibly-
This would be quite a
No,
Not sure why
I know. I
suggested
figure
Not
if
a bad
we
idea
if
for
we
a
take a
try.
few minutes and we can get this last thing, it's worth it. It's well worth
I
it.
think this would be more than a few minutes, but
It might well be, but I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna look and see if I can't find anything. Okay?
A small bird could perhaps do it.
Perhaps. And I'm
How
gonna-
big is it? Like...
yeah, like a
So okay, so I'm looking for
A
like
chickadee.
like a sparrow or like.
Small little bastard.
you bring it back or you don't come at all.
It's like feet up at the top.
Okay, so I want to try to go outside.
Significantly smaller than a chicken.
I want to make my way like outside.
Okay, she heads
to-
upstairs. What are you guys doing as she sort of makes her way back up to the top?
You're not able to detect if you lose the light on that little pebble. Like how? Like if it was incinerated or you just lost distance on it?
It will stay lit for another few minutes. Whatever I do doesn't
But do
matter.
you sense that it is still lit? I'm trying to figure out if there's just, like a big lava pool at the bottom of this thing, like an incinerator.
No.
Yeah, you
will
can't like
not.
he can't as casting the spell. He can't detect like how far away it is or how. Yeah, and there's nothing
Okay.
like that. It just lights up and has a duration.
Okay.
Again, if I had that prepared, the spell you spoke of earlier, locating an object,
Yeah,
maybe I could drop a pebble and locate the pebble, but I
got it.
cannot do that today.
Okay.
We have already spent quite a bit of time here. We need to continue moving north. We've gotten some very good information, and we can remember most of what that first page said.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Well, Safira was the one reading it. There was no names or not a ton of information, but we'll say that you tried to commit as much of it to memory as you could.
I say we move on.
We need to interrogate perhaps the one last living
Well, we're
fellow.
bringing him with us. Don't forget the guy I hogtied.
So Erland's gonna go start making his way back
for a little
upstairs
while.
to the guy who's
I
been
would
knocked
say
out.
away from here.
He's down in the records room.
Oh, sorry. I read. I thought there was.
Speaking
It's,
of
I
color.
thought
He's
it was
just
downstairs. Yeah. So you're gonna walk out into the records
I
room.
want to stay here.
So Erland's headed out there. Graven and Orba.
sorry, what?
Erland starts going back through the tunnel. He's heading back towards the captive that you have.
Yeah.
Following Erland. Orba here in the room, with 2 pieces in her hands.
Just do one last scan of the room, make sure nothing else is in here.
Give me an investigation check.
15.
You think you do a pretty thorough search of the room. You walk over to the brazier and you get a little closer to it, and it's not giving off any heat. Kind of hold a hand a little closer to it, and you realize that, probably continual flame or some similar kind of spell that makes sort of a false flame.
On the way
Orba's gonna.
Just kind of flickers a little bit and then stays where it is.
Cool.
On the way out of the room, I'll best keep that wrapped in such a way that it won't come together in your bag.
That's a really good idea.
And that flame there,
Yeah, it's cool, right?
I could do something like that.
You can make that?
Yes.
Really?
Not right now, but I could.
You can't do anything right now.
Loser.
I can bring you back from the brink of death right now.
You're right, you're
Is
amazing.
that good enough for you?
You're a very talented cleric. Yeah, that's really cool.
Stomp the rest of the way out of the room.
Clomping down. Loud footsteps. It's the whole metal-lined hallway. Clong, clong, clong. And then a lighter pair of footsteps right behind you as Orba follows behind. You guys work your way back into the records room to maybe take a look at the captive and see whether he's regaining a little bit of consciousness, and that is where we are going to end for the evening.
Can I find like a strong roach?
As Safira does her best to take a look around and see what she might be able to take up.
Like a nice millipede? How many roaches?
That is where we're going to take. We have reached all the way down to the records room, solved the puzzle, and found perhaps some blackmail that the Broken Crown was keeping a very, very close eye on lock and key.
Nice fucking work, Matt.
Nice
Oh
job,
my
everybody.
God.
You found your way in. Good job. Good thing you didn't listen to Graven when it came to the... Just the first.
We'd be like, what is NBIL
All right.
4? You got a 4 in there somehow?
Who's Edna W?
Shut up.
All right,
Oh,
everybody. Thank you
goodness.
so much for joining us. What an awesome stream this was.
Yes.
Please.
We're gonna close it out.
Yes.
I didn't have time to tally it, obviously, so here we go. Kiki Magic 777 did 20 bits. Happy Panda 79 gifted out a sub. Snapping Cobra did a bit. Mad Manonk subscribed. Wretched Troglodyte Man with 100 bits. Snapping Cobra gifted a 1-month sub. Crazy Locha did 100 bits. Crazy Locha gave out 5 subs. Wretched Troglodyte Man with 100 bits. GF Powers with 100 bits.
Oh
Wretched Troglodyte Man with 300 bits. Crazy Locha with 10 community subs. Crazy Locha with another
my
gifted sub.
God.
Wretched Troglodyte Man gave out a sub. Richard Troglodyte Man gave out 300. Crazy Locha gave out 1,000. Thank you so much. Snapping Cobra did a bit. Snapping Cobra did another bit. Himitsuan did 10 community subs. Crazy Locha did a bit. Crazy Locha did, a gift sub, another one. Kiki Magic did a bit. Snapping Cobra did 101 bits. And closing it out, Jackrabbit Power with 5 hundo
God.
bitties.
Sold to the man in the back row.
I think I have a career here,
That was
guys.
pretty good.
I think I'm doing it pretty darn good.
This is getting a lot better than the times we were like, Digga-boo. Sometimes the name trips you up. That was
I
great.
just blow through them now.
Wow, guys, thank you so much. Incredible support. We can't wait to continue on. We finally hit another major milestone on our little North
Six
Street.
Safira milestone.
Safira got a big one there from finally not closing out the storyline, but a big sort of request from.
Yeah, it's not closed out, is it? No.
That was a very big request from Massive.
This one's from Massive. He's like, my boy.
Like, my boy.
My child.
This is also, I'll give this really quick. This is the transcription of the egg note or of the stone note. That's what. So
perfection.
just so you don't have to listen.
Oh, good. I get to like read this as I fall asleep tonight.
Yeah,
Yes,
so you
good.
can put the egg.
Yeah, okay.
write it down over time. Thank you guys so much. We're going to be here next week at the same time, 7 o'clock Eastern. And when we do, we will continue our trip north and see what the next leg of this journey brings. Awesome, guys. Great work. Again, wow, the support.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredible. Thank you guys so much.
Bonkers.
Check out all the social media, all the good stuff. We'll see you next week. Have an awesome week. We'll see you then. Good night,
Yes.
everybody.
Bye.